You are listening to Advanced Drinking and Dragons, Episode 1, The Horrors of Mooseport.
About Flava.
Flava Flav.
He's got a clock.
A
You can be
huge throbbing clock.
Danlin the dwarf.
Short pants McGillicuddy.
Like the Scott Kurtz thing.
I'm gonna go with
Mayor
Danlin.
Shorty Pants. Alright.
Jimmy Not Tall.
Jimmy now. Bravo.
26. I need a name. I need a name.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get started on flavory type shit.
I'm carrying 30 pounds.
This here is a map of part of the Forgotten Realms. Specifically,
That part.
we are playing this game in the region of Sembia. Sembia is on the northern coast of the Sea of Fallen Stars, which I unfold this map to make a little bit more space, pardon me.
Everything the light touches.
You must never go there. Alright.
That's springtime. Never go.
Alright, so from somewhere over where Brian's dice are is where you have chartered a ship to go to Ermlasper, which is right
That's
here.
our ship.
Not anymore. Alright, so Ermlasper is right here, and for whatever reason you have all chartered a vessel to get to this location. It's the middle of the summer, it's the rainy, shitty, awful season, so it sounds like Brian already has a reason why he's going to Sembia, and you don't have to be non-native to the area, just for whatever reason you are traveling to that point by boat.
I'm bringing booze to
Fleeing
bitches.
loan sharks.
Fleeing the loan sharks.
I'm a noble wizard who is really bad at gambling.
You're like an ignoble wizard, actually.
okay. So you're a bad gambler, and you're fleeing from some
Loan
ass
sharks
beers.
and yeah.
You're selling wine.
What did you say? What
Well,
did you say
delivering
for name?
one. It's already been sold.
Adam.
Okay.
Adam. Alright.
All right.
Adam the half-elf.
Adam the half-elf thief.
Adamant.
Alright, I should talk about Sembia a little bit too, so you know what's going on. So Sembia is a nation that is primarily dominated by humans. It was founded by the idea of a bunch of humans wandering out in the woods and incidentally starting a fight with the indigenous elves, which they showed no respect for and completely wiped out the vast majority of elven culture.
Yeah! Human power!
Yep.
Yes.
They fucked a bunch of elves out of the area, and about 5 or 6
Literally.
years ago, yeah. No, 5 or 6 years ago. There's so many half elves right now. 5 or 6 years ago, the elves had some sort of mysterious calling, and the vast majority of them just traveled out into the deep west and were never seen again. But there's
Trail of Tears.
roughly maybe a fifth of the original elven population is still in Sembia, and now without leaders, they've been doing all sorts of nasty shit, hiding in trees and shooting random passerbys, and basically just being like obnoxious gangsters.
Pooping in the cake and...
And I would rather be around them than the loan sharks, so that just goes to show
That's
how
true.
bad I am in debt.
The human cities of Sembia are it's referred to as the Kingdom of Coin. It's a bunch of merchant cities. The merchants are the ruling class of these various cities. For the most part, they rule them fairly adequately. Ermlasper in particular is considered to be a very civilized nation full of greedy but effective merchants. Essentially, people who have their heads on straight, but not necessarily have good aligned aims. It's more selfish aims for them. So, anybody have any other questions about Sembia before we jump right in?
No.
Alright, so, why don't you... Brian, it sounded like you had a pretty good idea what your character is. Start by telling us who your character is.
I am Ranveer.
Ranveer.
A priest of Lathander. I spent most of my time in the priesthood tending to the grapevines and making booze. And delivering booze to said bitches.
Alright. And you were traveling here because somebody has purchased booze out in Ermlasper or wherever you're headed.
It was kind of a self-imposed vacation away from the monastery. They encourage us to go out in the world and help people every once in a while. It was my time to go venture forth and...
You are Rabbi Tuckman.
Yeah, I'm Friar Tuck.
Nice.
Only I'm not fat. I'm actually Indian.
But he is bald.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Cool.
Yes, I am bald.
Oh,
Yes.
Tuck is a wizard.
Tuck. Alright. And you are...
Tuck's medicated pads.
Yeah.
Jacques, no last name given, because he's avoiding. Our family is actually a merchant family, which is why I'm here. We had contacts that could pretty much shuffle me off into a safe hiding place until we could basically pay off. I'm buying time by hiding out here, but the problem with that too is that the network extends to this area, so I'm relatively safe, but I have to be careful, otherwise they'll catch on and
Definitely
eventually
love it.
track me down here. So,
Okay.
Jacques, that's it. Doesn't give a last name, but dressed extremely. He comes from money.
Jacques Lecoq Grande.
Jacques Lemaire.
All right. Cool. Tell me about your character. Each pizza pastor.
He's full of pizza.
I'm a powerful creature on my face. Alright. So Tuck is, as we've described before, not very smart. Having no access to the intellectual pursuits, he ran away and joined the circus young. He took a long time before he figured out what he wanted to do, but becoming a juggler and learning to ride horses, he became a horse-riding juggler.
Seems like an obvious career choice.
Yeah, it's,
Majored in juggling, minored in horse riding.
However,
Logical progression.
however, while the other acts were performing, he, lifted a few coin purses for the bosses. And this was a regular practice at the circus, so eventually authorities caught on, came and shut it down. Took away his whores. Took away everything
whores?
he loved. He took
Oh.
my whores.
I miss my dog.
So
It wasn't for that.
he doesn't like
horse.
police that much. He doesn't like the
not a
cops.
fan of the popo.
Nobody does.
Guys are a bunch of assholes.
But he didn't really have anywhere to go, so he took the money he had and he's off to see the world.
Nice. All right. And basically, he's going to Ermlaster because it's a place that isn't there.
Yep.
Okay.
He also doesn't know how to read a map, so
So he figured he'd pay somebody to get him some.
went in a direction.
Nice.
This
All
was
right.
the cheapest.
Who are you?
I'm Danlin Onxmaster.
Okay. What do you do?
I'm really, really hungover and not sure why I'm on this boat.
Just woke up here and shit.
I think I won a bet of some kind, maybe.
There's an awful lot of gambling going on here.
I'm really not. It's all kind of. How am I?
Gambling, thievery, and alcoholics. That's,
Hooray! Advanced Drinking and Dragons.
He's a blacksmith, weaponsmith.
I'm a professional enabler.
Because something fixes hangovers, like banging on metal really loudly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet. And we are
Roll
all on
initiative.
we are all on a boat that is headed towards Ermlaster. No, I'm also here, but I know my characters are yet.
They're all here. This boat is
They're
actually
all
full of
around
all the
us.
characters that we will play in this campaign.
It
And
is.
we'll meet them slowly as we all die.
Yes. All right. So you've been on this boat for several days at this point. Actually, almost a month. It's a long voyage across the Sea of Fallen Stars, several hundred miles across.
I regret my choice of direct.
Probably. And the past several hours have been particularly harrowing for the crew and the passengers aboard this ship, which is called the Claudia Drift. The rainy season has been particularly brutal this year, and a perfect microcosm was had when a vicious storm struck seemingly out of nowhere, buffeting the ship with enormous waves and pounding it with heavy rain and lightning. As surprised as the ship is still floating to each of you, the grizzled old captain can be seen producing a handful of gold coins from his jacket and tossing them into the sea as he thanks the goddess Umberly for sparing the ship and its crew. In dire need of reparation, the captain notifies you all that the ship will be making port in the coastal village called Mooseport, some 70 miles from the original destination of Ermlaster.
We're in Maine.
Mooseport in Maine. Yes. It will conduct repairs at that location, and when it's done, it will resume the voyage. Basically saying, we're going to extend the trip out a couple of days, but we're going to be repairing the ship and then set out again once the weather calms and the ship will work.
Alternately, we will cross the border into Canada.
And buy bacon.
I will
That's
happily
actually
translate.
ham.
Yep.
Well, I'm obviously French Canadian.
Oh, you can speak Canadian.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey.
The ship
Soviet
makes port without
Kazakhstan.
further incident, and it is with great relief that you each feel solid ground beneath your feet for the first time in several weeks. Mooseport is a small fishing village. Doesn't have too many people, maybe 200 people. It's fairly limited in what it has to offer. It has one tavern. It has a very small marketplace. It's built on top of a short, sea cliff. There's a bunch of these little pockmarked caves that go through the sea cliff, and they have a series of ladders and steps and pulleys and things to get goods and people from boats down to the docks below up into the city above. And basically, they live here because in the rainy season everything floods, but it's high enough off the sea level that they don't have to worry about their houses being flooded out.
How long are we going to be here? Did the captain say?
He estimates a few days, 3 or 4
Okay.
days.
Long enough to get adventure seeds.
Yeah, basically, get stuck in this tiny village. So you park the boat. Well, he parks the boat.
Parallel parks it. Yeah.
Beep.
And they come out, and a couple of dock hands come out to help people get off the boat, and they talk to the captain for a little bit about what's going on and why he's here, and try and figure out where he can get enough supplies to fix the boat. The boat's in pretty shitty shape. It's remarkable it made it this far. and you all manage to sort of stumble out and step on the docks and feel ground that doesn't move when you step on it. Wow. And you're on the docks. So you're basically part of a group of like 40 or 50 people who chartered this trip.
It's ominous outside.
Dark and stormy night.
Actually,
The
it's
ocean was stormy.
it's still rainy, but it's not storming currently. It's just
I
I
heard.
disagree.
I beg to differ.
yeah, we're not in Sembia, but our characters
What the
are.
heck you say?
Oh,
See, we
oh,
just
we're
thought
supposed
you
to
were using good
pretend.
special
Yeah.
effects.
Yeah.
Oh
game.
shit! I really wanted to hit you with a two-handed broadsword tonight.
I know.
Still might be able to.
So yeah, you all step onto the docks and you're in this tiny town, and you're part of this big group of people, and they start sort of ambling into the town. We
I'm
all
gonna start ambling into the town. And
Absolutely.
I'm gonna find a local and ask them where the moose are.
He'll be happy to tell you. Mooseport is named for the moose that used to base their entire economy off of when the village was founded. They would kill moose, and then the
Moose
meat.
used to be used as currency.
Actually, moose meat was such a big part of their diet that it became a huge part of their barter system. And so it was named because of all the moose they were hunting to feed.
All of that's great, but where can I see a moose?
Well, they've been hunted to near extinction in the area.
So wait, this place is called Mooseport,
Yep.
but I can't see a moose?
Now it's a fishing village. Because
You
they
could fish for moose.
all
That would be stupid.
all the mises.
Going to the bar.
Go to the bar. All
Go
right.
to the bar.
Yep, can't see
Yeah.
a moose, go to the bar.
Yeah, to the
Straight to the
cantina.
bar.
Let's go get drunk
Head
and stop
down.
thinking about moose.
To the bar.
A place called
I,
Mooseport doesn't have
I
any
heard
moose.
tell on the ship that somebody's bringing some pretty prime
Some baller
wine
wine.
into town.
I actually
and
do have some wine for sale. Maybe I'll
and
bring a
I'm,
sampler pack.
You know,
Oh, that seems fair. All right, so you head into the tavern. Some tavern music.
being a shameless gambling lush,
Yes,
I am interested in this.
I'm a conveyor of cheap wines.
All right, well, I have great news for you. You find yourself
Lathander, the fortified god.
you find yourself in a tavern which is called the Moose Landing Inn and Tap.
Is there at least a stuffed moose
I don't
in
really
Moose?
think-
Actually, there's a moose head mounted on the wall.
It's not really it.
That's all you get.
There are many moose-shaped women.
Ah, terrible.
Look at the rack on that.
Ah! I request the highest of fives.
Nice.
Jacques likes what Jacques sees.
Oh, look what you've done. All right.
The wine. It's not very good.
All right. So the Moose Landing Inn and Tap is a surprisingly well-maintained building, which is in a village surrounded by sea shanties that have weathered their fair share of the storms. So the place has been repainted or whatever they wind up doing to keep it looking fresh. This time of the year, they
Moose lard.
moose lard. This time of the year, a trough was set out for visitors to displace their muddy boots before walking across the clean, dry floors, which is a rare commodity this time of year and to be valued accordingly. A roaring fire keeps the dining area warm, and the bar is clean and welcoming.
Welcoming.
Inviting, welcoming.
Welcome.
Welcome to the bar.
Fill him in.
Welcome to Mooseport.
Moose and squirrel.
I hate you people. I'm gonna invite you over.
So you don't have to drink alone.
So you get the feeling this town is no stranger to the things that have happened to you. Like, boats have problems on the Sea of Fallen Stars and dock here all the time to repair. So they, aside from getting a bunch of fish to feed all of their people, they also like to go out and chop down trees so they can repair boats that come in and collect money from travelers. Having quite so many of you seems like they're very, very excited to see this many people here. Like, it happens often enough that they maybe shouldn't be this excited, but you're all here, and you know the tavern's doing a lot of business, and the bartender's really happy and excited, and he's really pleasant and talks to whoever's willing to talk to him.
I like sock.
You know, he sits down, and he's got a little bar stool back there. It looks like until everyone walked into the bar and the place got super busy, he was there reading a book or something, and he looks up and he goes, "Oh my god!" And he puts the book down, and he steps up from the stool and kicks it down into the bar and says, "So many people. What can I serve for you folks?"
I'll have wine, s'il vous plaît.
Do
Something
you
red.
care about the type?
Red.
Red it is!
Before you
Clang.
serve that, what would go good with this?
Fish.
Do you have anything else?
No.
Fish it is.
3 of your largest flagons of your strongest ale.
Alright. You know it's dwarves.
Your biggest, cheapest, strongest drinks.
Okay.
Give me,
I'm sorry,
give me
they don't
3
serve
kegs of
anything.
PBR.
He He gets you a big, giant trio of mugs of the shitty swill and pours a big heaping spoonful of bourbon into each of the three.
I
That's
like
what
this
he
guy.
It's actually MBR. It's Mooseport.
There you go.
Oh!
Plug. Alright. So y'all start drinking and...
Moose High Life.
Not dwarf.
Moose High Life. Nice. That's great.
The champagne of moose.
There's gotta be some Moose brand beer somewhere.
Oh.
So we're bringing next session.
Mooseport ice.
Mooseport Ice. Alright, so you start drinking up at the bar, and about half the people that run your boat go to the bar as well. It's also where most of the sleeping rooms are in this town, so a lot of people who want to just sleep off the being at the boat and think they're going to die will do that here as well. So they'll wind up spending a ton of money at the bartender, they'll go upstairs and they'll go find some rooms.
I'm going to barter some room and board with bottles of wine.
Fairly easy to do with your supply of wine, he's not too fussy about it. He takes one whiff after uncorking one of yours and he's like, that's better than the shit I'm serving.
Yes, I could tell.
Yes. So,
Yours still has pieces of grape floating in it.
and as you sit around the bar, you can see a bunch of people who are in here. Like, one of this is an old guy who's got a false leg, and he's just telling the story over and over about where his leg went. But the story's always slightly different. You can tell he's living the same memory over in his head, but he's not real sure when it happened, or who he was with, or what exactly went down. So the story just
I
slightly
know
changes
that
as it
feeling.
repeats himself over and over and over. You also talk to a guy who's at the bar. He's just as excited as the rest of everyone else in this town to see a bunch of people. But you find out this guy is not from the area. His name is Darby. And Darby is here from Coromir because he has become engaged to someone who will become his wife. And his wife's family lives out here. And he's traveled all the way out to Mooseport to meet her parents, which is incredibly dangerous because the forests are full of ridiculous homicidal sabotage elves.
Yeah.
Is he a janitor, though?
Darby's not a janitor, actually. Darby is a terrible wizard.
Hey!
Oh, we have one of those.
Yeah,
You two should hang out.
Darby.
Fist pound.
Friends.
Yeah,
You
Darby.
break your hands because you're wizards.
Do you like electrocuting yourself? I like electrocuting myself. We should hang out.
Darby only has one spell, and his spell is Friends. He's already cast it to get cheap beer from the bartender.
Hey!
You should learn that spell.
Yeah.
He's
I
happy
told
to
you.
talk
Actually,
to you.
almost took this. Yeah.
Let's see. So the bartender he continues to talk to you, and he talks about the town and how they've hunted all the moose out. And that's why it's still called Mooseport, but there's no mooses. What sort of fish they do, that sort of thing. Real basic stuff.
I'm trying to secure another order of wine. That's pretty much my
I'm
job.
gonna go listen to the old man Lake story.
Oh yeah, he keeps telling the story, and it's always a little different. Like the shark got it this time, or like
The
he was at,
Tyrannosaurus Rex riding Darth Vader.
or he got it cut off by lightsaber by Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I'm gonna start chatting up the Cleric, who seems to have cases and cases of wine.
I have a near unlimited supply of wine.
I would be interested
I'm
in
gonna
sampling
drink a
your
few beers
wares.
and
My
find some more.
family,
Alright.
merchant households.
So yeah, you're talking to this this guy with the leg, and
Home I would be.
yeah,
I spent
he
a
tells
month on
the
a
story
ship
like
with you.
6 times.
I
or
know
so.
your story.
And it's always a feasible story, and a lot of the elements are the same. It's just always slightly
Yes,
different.
you bet.
And he doesn't seem to realize that when he tells you a new story, it's the same story,
Can I have
different.
wine?
you know.
Some sort of weird Alzheimer's thing
Really
going on.
important.
He's basically just an old man who's confused. Yeah. In addition to that, the bartender talking to whoever is talking to the bartender, right? You're looking for work.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see the bartender is like you get the feeling he's older than he looks. He just seems like one of those guys who's aged really well.
You're pretty.
Is anybody playing cards or?
Yeah, there's a
dice
few
or
people that are
anything?
playing cards. They're dice. It doesn't
They have a
seem
game
like
based off fish heads.
they're not wagering very much. It looks like it's the equivalent of like penny bets or throwing coppers on the table.
We'll sit down and start playing cards with people.
Yeah.
Wrangle in the crappy wizard so we can have a game of crappy
An
wizard
hour later,
poker.
she's like, "I'm down 10 cents. We need to get out of here. I can't
Darby,
pay."
Someone might flick my ear and I'll die.
Darby is happy to play. He's actually pretty good. The rest of them are not great.
How dare
On
you?
second thought, I hear they're giving away free samples of wine at the bar.
So the bartender's talking to you, and he says, "So, where were you guys headed before you landed here?"
Slout. I don't know. What was it?
Blaster.
Yeah, that's it.
I let someone else say.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to get here. I don't even know.
Nice. Herbalaster, that's a wonderful city. I haven't been in several years. What brings you to that part of the world?
Business.
Business. I'm delivering a shipment of wine. That's where my stock comes from.
Spectacular. So tell me about your stock. Where are you from?
I'm from another place in Forgotten Realms. You probably haven't heard of it.
Would you like my glasses, sir?
Goddamn
Yes.
hipster priest.
There you go.
I lived there before it was cool. Yes, we bottle our own wine there. It's part of our blessing to Lathander.
Ah, fantastic. Well, welcome to our small town. We're more than happy to have you here.
Thanks. I'm sure it doesn't always smell like fish.
Maybe
No, it definitely does.
You can do anything.
It's actually worse in the winter, if you can believe it.
I love frozen fish.
There's around about this time you hear there's an argument going on. There's a young guy, maybe 17 or 18 years old. He's at a table. A couple other people that look like him. Looks like maybe his father and a few brothers. And they're having this argument because he seems like he wants to set out into the woods and become an adventurer. And they're like, "You're gonna get killed, and we need people to run the family business."
It's true. This is AD&D, son.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people who are trying to convince this kid not to go out there and be an idiot. And the kid keeps arguing that he should be allowed to do whatever he wants because he's a teenager and he's a pain in the ass.
There are legions of people showing up on boats that could be adventurers.
Yeah.
But not this kid.
Literally 10,000 people just got off this
Yeah.
boat.
So he's basically just having this argument with his family. He's distracted. He keeps looking over their shoulders to see other people coming in. A couple of you are clearly armed, so he's like,
I have a stick.
"A chance."
It kind of smells like poop.
And you can also see that most of the people here are jovial and cordial. Most of the people are happy just to not be on the water at this exact moment. There's a woman who's in the corner who is drinking alone, and she's putting away the alcohol like crazy.
Jovially
she's
enjoying
not.
her cordial.
She is not drinking alone. Jacques would be happy to assist
She
her.
is. She looks grim and miserable.
That's
and
why they call her Jacques Lecoq.
she's drinking something away.
Well, I'll go counsel her. I'm a priest, and I like making people
So
feel
a
better.
priest and a pervert approach her at the same
Yes.
time.
Jacques
Priest
finishes
and a
up his
pervert
round
walking
of
in a bar.
cards, pays his 20 cents, and then meanders on over drinking hand.
All right. So two of you arrive. What are the two of you saying? She's down like at her head in her mug, sort of a thing.
You
This-
look like you are in a melancholy pallor. May I pour you a bottle of something not quite so fishy?
She'll just push the mug over, so you can
I
pour
push
wine
it
into
further over. That is gross. Have some of this.
I highly recommend it, madam. I have sampled it as well.
All right, let's
Quite magnifique.
throw some dice on the table. You're trying to flirt her up.
Yeah.
You're trying to be on her good side.
Yes.
This is a charisma check. In AD&D, every kind of check that you roll is a D20. You're trying to roll equal to or under your ability score.
Hey, so I'm supposed to
Bang!
roll low? I'm good at rolling low.
No, I did not.
I do.
Nope.
All right, you are really rebuffed by a cold dagger-like stare, but she looks over at you.
I'm
and she's,
undeterred.
yeah, well, maybe you buffed in the first place. Penis shrinks into its hole like the head of a turtle.
Well, you gentlemen know, I guess.
Yeah, it's awful.
Him especially.
Yeah, it's bad. I would not recommend it.
He has a PhD in wieners.
Do I? I should be making a lot more money than I am.
Wait a minute, how much work in wieners do you do?
Lots.
Are you looking for a job?
Are you hired?
Are you just asking questions, Cousin?
I was going to ask
Well,
if we're
the
doing that
army's full of
improv game
dicks,
where we
just
have
like any other career, so we can only benefit
They
if
call
we
the
have this
the
knowledge.
most common rank privates. I mean, seriously.
Oh.
Don't say that.
Haven't been made ever.
Dick jokes in the military? Ridiculous.
Common.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, she warms up to you a little bit. You get the feeling she's in some sort of period of mourning after
Okay,
talking
I'm
about
gonna
that.
go into the hell out of that
Said
for you.
she's in some sort of period.
And he's a mourning deity.
I am actually a priest of the god of mourning.
Yes.
Different kind of mourning.
different
We
kind of
don't.
mourning.
We
This
don't have
Morning,
use,
you
but
know.
Yeah, no, you get the feeling that somebody has died or is seriously ill or something very close to her. That's why she's drinking alone. But she's really she's unhealthily putting it away.
she wasn't on the boat with us. She was a native.
No, she was a native.
All right. Well, perhaps you can talk. I have a friendly ear.
She says,
The other one's a dick.
I have a very friendly penis.
I have a friendly ear. Don't talk to this one. Just talk to this one.
she says it's been 7 years since I lost my kids. It's been 2 years since I lost my husband. And it's been only 3 days since I've lost my father.
Your father. How did he pass away?
He was taken by the sea.
Ah, the sea can be cruel. I know, that's why I'm here. In your
Very.
stinky fish-ass village.
Like, no charisma?
With no damn moose in it.
There's no moose at all.
I'm so pissed off about the lack of moose.
It just said there's a moose stampede.
800 moose. All pissed at
The
you.
only thing I was excited about this stop was
Wolves
seeing a
and
moose.
rats.
Yeah, moose head. You know, they got moose flavored
Unless I
alcohol.
let me take it off the wall and play with it, it's not gonna be okay.
The bartender's willing to do that for a fee.
How much?
6 gold.
Oh.
Try and
That's
juggle
steep.
a moose head.
Your father was a fisherman? Made his
Uh,
living on the sea?
Close enough.
That's cryptic. I don't know what to make of that.
She continues to drink and doesn't say anything to that.
Ah, okay. Be that way.
Bitch.
Twat. And I walk away.
So yeah, that's basically what's
Wow.
going down in the tavern as we're getting a little shit-faced, waiting for your boat to get fixed. You've already secured some lodging. It's all common rooms. They don't have rooms separate for each guest, so you're sharing a common room with basically the 4 of you are in a room. There's a handful of other people on other cots in this room, but the 4 of you are basically the ones who wind up here after everyone else because they all decided to go to bed early.
I want to ask the bartender what he knows about Twatty McGee over there in the corner.
He says that she's lived in the village for a long
Labia
time.
majora.
She's not much of a drinker, but he's got the like shifty eyes thing. Like he knows more about her story, but he's not willing to divulge her story.
What about the leg man?
Yeah, she.
Like men don't know shit.
No, I want to know. I want to ask the bartender
Oh,
how that guy actually lost his leg.
The leg
oh,
man don't know
he
shit.
says, oh yeah, Teeth. We call him Teeth because he hasn't got any. Teeth has been telling that story for over 30 years. He's telling that story to my father. My father ran the bar.
He was born without a leg. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah, that's honestly, considering how much attention he gets over that damn leg, I wouldn't be surprised if he cut it off himself.
Wow.
It's written.
So is she
I'd be
drunk enough to
surprised.
say yes yet?
I poured her some really good shit.
Yeah, no, she is not interested in your charms.
I'm about to slosh off to bed.
Alright,
The dwarf is still drinking. Every time we see a drink, I should drink more.
head up to get drank. Alright, and up to the beds and sleep time.
Yeah.
Alright,
Only because the bartender got tired and stopped
Bed, time to
serving.
go to drunk.
Not because I was done.
yep. Alright, so
Take
you
a
head
bottle
up,
to go.
get a little rest, a little relaxation. You sleep in, you don't really have anywhere to be. Anybody actually intentionally get up? Well, you probably get up early because you worship the morning.
Yeah, that's true. I like to see the sunrise, or if you can in this fucking rainy season.
Jacques wakes up early because of alcohol withdrawal.
Yeah, you can.
He can't sleep in.
So you just like sink your stomach.
I would
for
actually-
it.
I give you a bottle with
I
a
should
nipple on
probably
it. There
also
you go.
wake up early so I can hit the street early.
Well, no, just when
Flipping
you're
things in the
drinking
air
wine
for money.
unlikely.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh.
Alright,
I don't
let's
know.
start with you. You can absolutely see the sun rise. It's still the shitty rainy season and the skies are overcast, but it's you can still see the sun behind the clouds, sort of a thing. And since you're on a ridge overlooking the water, like it rises over the water, and it's actually rather picturesque.
That's pretty.
It's basically like a beach scene you're
Yes.
looking at as it rises. You go through alcohol withdrawal.
It's day o'clock. Time to start day drinking.
Yeah, you feel shitty. The bar isn't being run downstairs yet, but everything's locked up firmly. And
You
then,
got plenty of coke on you.
I go find some water.
and you're going out to go juggle.
I'm going out to go juggle. Gotta make some money.
Give me some shits and giggles juggling roll. What
The
do you got?
same 40 people on the boat.
So your juggling is what modifier?
Dex -1.
All right, roll dex and add 1 to your roll because it's actually -1 to your attribute.
Right. What?
It's -1 to your attribute. So what's your attribute? 17.
17, so-
So you want to beat a 16. Right. You barely do.
Wait, you want to beat a 16?
Yeah, low numbers are good for ability checks.
Wait.
You want less than a 16.
So I have a 16 in Dex. If I had a 2 in Dex, I would have passed that. Is what you're telling me.
No, if you had a 2 index, you would have failed.
You want to roll under.
Yeah, under. Equal to or under. High ability scores mean it's easier to
Oh,
roll
equal to
low.
or under.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It
pass
is
that.
the
I see what
opposite
you're
of
saying.
how D&D is
It's
otherwise.
it's the opposite of what you'd think. You
I'm
want to
doing
roll
good
under.
with my brain sauce. Alright.
Yes, your brain sauce is ineffective.
So that is a pass then, yes.
Yes.
You juggle.
Roll to catch.
Roll to catch.
No.
What?
That's half a juggling.
No, you're good.
Roll to ride a horse.
Yeah, you do some juggling to impress some people around town. You do pretty well, actually. A couple people will be happy to throw some pieces of money into your hat. You wind up with actually 6 silvers.
Whoa.
Takes you a couple hours to impress the people you need to impress, but they seem pretty happy with your show, and they throw a couple of silvers into your hat. A bunch of people who are throwing money in are actually people who were on the boat with you recognize. The locals are making a much smaller contribution.
Oh. I thought the same people on the boat would be sick of me juggling bullshit by now.
I am.
It's really hard to juggle on the ocean.
That's why it's so impressive. So you said how much?
6 silvers. And are you just sleeping in because you're drunk?
No, all these bastards clumping around in our common room wake me up.
Alright. Where you go?
Less hungover than usual. I'm gonna head to the where the boat's being repaired.
All right.
And if there's not it's a small town, so I assume there's not really much of a
Yeah, no.
blacksmith shop.
There's
or...
not really a blacksmith shop per se. There's a guy who does some local blacksmithing to make like fish hooks and stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give the crew repairing the boat a hand by doing some
All right, yeah.
blacksmithy kind of
As
stuff
you,
that got bent, just hammering it back into shape.
As
Stuff
you get
like
to the
that.
boat, you find the captain is out in the docks and he's yelling at somebody who's a local from the town. And you hear a little bit of the argument. You can find out that a couple of folks who were part of the crew, they're supposed to be doing the repairs, have gone missing. And there's not really an explanation as to where they're going. And the townspeople who are talking to him, some like maybe like guards or something, they're giving this guy a tough time. And the captain doesn't seem to be getting anywhere with them. He's very frustrated. Basically, like, if your people want to wander off through the village, then they're free to wander through the village. We're not going to keep an eye on your people for you, sort of thing. And he says, my crew wouldn't abandon my ship. We have things to do. They know that we've got a deadline to meet. My crew didn't just wander away. Something happened to them, that sort of thing.
I'm gonna go talk to the captain to find out a little more, because this place sucks and I want to go home.
Yeah, does he need new crew? Or is he willing to discount my ticket?
Is he looking for crew? Is he looking
Yeah.
for someone to find the crew? Like, who are these people?
So you're the one that's there, and he sort of shakes his head.
I'm actually, after my morning prayers, I'm going down to the boat too to check on the rest of my wine to make sure it hasn't been pillaged.
You know, the wine is still there. Everything is intact. You can count the bottles. Everything's still there. Nobody's taking anything. Which is odd.
Mm.
People are usually thieves.
Probably because there's sailors missing.
Well, you're traveling with thieves. That drink.
Well, I've kept my eye on them.
But yeah, no, you get down there, everything's there, and you bump into him having an argument, well, watching an argument with the captain. And the captain sort of throws his hands in the air with frustration. He turns around and storms away saying, fucking useless!
Language.
So I'll go find the captain. Hey, can we leave without those guys?
He says, we can't even finish the repairs without all these people. It's just
Son
gonna
of a
take days.
bitch.
Are you hiring? Because, I mean...
We're gonna need every extra set of hands that we can get, and I don't trust this village one way or the other.
Alright, well, let's get repairing the ship so we can leave.
That
Yeah.
seems wise,
Take out the hammer.
according to my wisdom.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
let's see.
will
It's a
happily...
warhammer, but I use it to fix things.
You're making money juggling, which they're like, the fuck is this shit? You can go ahead and give me some sort of
You're juggling moose.
blacksmithy check.
Okay.
Still goddamn
so-
moves. Stop bringing it up.
Stuff
That is strength 0, so how does this all work?
So you roll a
If you
d20, you want to roll
use
equal to or under your
the
strength.
Yes, because I suck at rolling.
There you go.
So you should try to
two also
roll
wanted to
high.
help?
D&D is the game for you.
You two also wanted to help?
Sure.
Yes.
Alright, strength checks for both of you to carry boards and things like that, because none of you are skilled workers.
So I have to roll less
No.
than a 6.
Yep.
Oops, sorry, 6 or less.
Yep.
Yes!
Hey, alright.
I don't carry boards.
So I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Danlin.
Danlin? Alright, so Danlin and Jacques are, Danlin's fixing shit, and Jacques just carrying heavy things back and forth.
Well, he's up to 20 pounds.
Well, yeah, you made a pretty good strength check. You may be walking slow, but you're carrying heavy things. You just get winded, it's way too much.
My
work
girdle
for
is
you.
offering
Yeah.
me sufficient back support.
Yeah. You're not wearing a back brace like Sleazy McGee over here.
Yeah.
And you're juggling for cash. This goes on for several hours. It's exhausting work.
Except for me. I'm not exhausted at all.
No, you just read the book or something.
Yes.
Sitting on top of something heavy they need to move.
You know what? I organized.
Sitting
the,
on a barrel of wine.
I organized the,
Supervising.
the boat repair supplies in a wise manner,
Ah.
so that no effort is wasted.
Alright. So yeah, hours pass. Is there anything else going on this day that you want to do before night falls again?
Get on the boat and leave.
Yeah.
Captain actually can't really justify sailing in its current setup. It's too much of the boat is ruined. It was taking on water when you made it to port. They barely managed to keep it afloat. It doesn't seem like it would get very far before it just sank and killed you all.
How long do you anticipate the repairs to take, Captain?
If we had all of our crew here, 2 more days or so.
How many men are you missing?
7.
Oh.
How many days would it be by horse-drawn carriage to where we're going?
It would be a couple weeks to go around through everything.
Never mind. I'll wait a
40
couple
rivers
days.
and all that sort of thing. And
Yeah.
also, the elves are in a homicidal state right now, so going through the forest is unwise.
The elves are on the rag.
Yeah,
paid for
those
this
elves.
Is that?
I said also I already paid for this book.
Yeah, you also paid for the trip already, which, you know.
I didn't pay for it.
No, you didn't. Well, you bartered for it.
No, somebody else bartered for it for me.
Ah, that's true. Alright, so yeah. Anything else you want to get to before you wind up sitting up for sleeping times again?
Drink.
Visit the local bordello? I don't know.
Alright, you visit the local bordello.
Oh, there is one?
In a fishing village, it's not going to be fun.
No, it's not clean.
Smells like fish.
I don't know. Can I actually afford it? How much is it?
In a fishing village, it's
You
$2.
got more money than a fisher, that's for sure.
I do barely. You know what? The herpes isn't worth it. I'll pass.
Is there something that passes as a church or
Let's
something?
snap up. Very good.
They have
fish.
a small shrine that is for shared deities. It is shared amongst most of the watery type deities. So you've got
Syphilis is
Umberly,
complimentary.
the bitch queen of the sea. You've got Talos, the evil god of storms, that sort of thing.
Wow, they have a shitty shrine.
Yeah, well, it's basically
Cleric.
all the ones that have the ability to destroy their city.
Ah. So no local priest or anything.
No Lathander. They've got one priest who's sort of like the equivalent of a D&D New Age priest. He sort of preaches a lot of different gospels.
So he's a
He's
charlatan.
walking around burning the sage.
A little bit. You get the feeling he's slightly cheesy
Unitarian.
in his approach. But at the same time, the people here don't seem to care enough to worry about that sort of thing.
Gotcha. I'm going to leave a bottle of wine at the shrine in honor of Lathander.
Okay.
And mostly empty bottle of wine.
Oh.
Probably been sitting out all night. I'm not going to leave the good stuff. That's expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
The bottle has the logo on it. That's the important thing.
It's all about branding.
Yeah.
Yeah, get
I gotta get drunk and talk to the locals about the missing crew.
Alright, make a charisma check for me.
Fail a charisma check.
No.
Alright, so
No.
yeah.
A drunken dwarf comes up and starts slurring and spitting at him.
They beat it.
Hey, you guys have seen the guys that are gone?
Alright.
Fuck off, you short drunk.
Yeah,
While you
you're
were in the
right.
shrine, you find there's a tome that has been left out, and you'll later find that the priest who was reading this tome went to go drop a deuce and just left the book where it was.
Who would do that? Wouldn't you bring it with you?
Not when there's no toilets.
Oh,
You could still squat and read.
It's hard.
I've done it.
Start
Did it in your kitchen like 10 minutes ago.
There's Josh.
No.
Oh, we went back to back.
No, I
It's
did
easier
that.
with back support.
Butt
Nice.
to butt.
Yeah. Hot. Alright, and what you find is a text that has been left open called Text of Gardigel the Prophet.
Ooh.
And it's just a real quick, like, once-over page. It just says, in absentia, an angel will appear. No guardian angel or protector, but a redeemer, as one is tried by the flame. To test resolve, for the greater good of all, a sacrifice of flesh and blood, deliverance from the coil, and protection from sin, ours and others. And then scribbled in the margins is somebody's writing that says, can an angel be guilty of sin?
That's weird.
When you're getting drunk and pissing off people. And you...
I
What
am
I do?
basically looking for odd jobs, seeing if anybody needs any scribe services or any, like... I'm stuck in a village. I'm looking for ways to make money.
Okay. Yeah, they actually have...
Odd jobs.
This place has a lot of people who are not literate, and they actually have a little setup where there's an older woman who is literate and will write down messages and things for them. When you stop in to see her and see if she can give you money for anything that you can offer, she doesn't actually have any jobs for you. But you do catch a look at one of the letters that she had been writing, and it's weird. And the letter is apparently from a woman named Delilah, and it says, "The caves have taken my husband and the caves have taken my husband, and the lottery my 3 dear boys. My grief only elevates my fear that I will be next. Ilmater, protect me."
Lottery, huh? And the caves. Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I think I met that lady. I think you did too, but she didn't like
Yeah.
you much.
right. Well, I'm clearly not mentioning it to her that I just read over her shoulder.
Yep.
But I will go back and mention to the captain that something fishy's going on in Mooseport.
I get it.
No, I'm not high-fiving you
No,
for
come
that.
on, don't leave me hanging.
No.
Come on, complete the chain.
Where's
Yeah,
the
now we're
Yoda
talking.
thing?
Inevitable way.
Where'd Yoda go?
Yoda. There he is. All right, what are you
And
doing?
mentioning specifically that I read in the letter, this someone I presume to be a grieving woman. You can wait, Juggly Pants.
Well, you all haven't converged yet,
Yeah,
so
no.
let's get straight in.
Alright, I'm going to do what any youthful moron does when he's bored. I'm going to ask people what is their fun to do.
Yeah, do coke.
What is there
Punch
fun
a
to do
clown.
around here?
I set that up and then I didn't wait for anybody to get the line in. Sorry.
Yeah, you talk to a couple of people, and the vast majority of people around here have fun by drinking lots of alcohol and going to dance in the tavern.
There's nothing cool in anywhere near here.
No, it's Athol.
Basically, they talk about fishing, they talk about hunting.
There's nothing fun. Is there anything fun in the woods?
There was this guy juggling the other day. He was kind of cool.
Is there a hermit who lives in the woods?
There's no hermit who lives in the woods. The adults occasionally go out to the woods to go hunting, but they don't do it as often as they could be because
Hunting.
they're worried about the elves.
Fisting?
What does the elves do?
He says in recent years the elves have gotten a little bit more aggressive in how they handle the local folk, and it makes it a lot harder to go hunting out in the woods because they'll fill us with arrows. We don't really let our kids out there. Also, sometimes they scramble out there and climb trees and hide in the bushes and chase wild things.
Stupid kids.
Wow. This is the least interesting town ever.
It's awful, isn't it?
I'm gonna go walk around the edge of the town, I guess, and look for something cool in the woods.
Okay.
You find elves.
They
butt
shoot,
right
No,
here.
I'm not going into the woods because the elves will shoot me.
they shoot you with bullets.
From their arquebuses that
Bunch
you
of
could
lasers
buy.
and shit going on in here.
Arquebus elves.
Yes. Somebody's fired phases.
Alright. Yeah, as you wander around the perimeter of the town, you find, as your thiefly eyes are keen to do, a couple different houses that are clearly left unlocked, nobody attending them. They're probably out fishing to get the day's haul. Easy pickings if you were so inclined.
Probably just peek in and see if they have anything worth stealing. So far, I don't think anybody has anything worth stealing.
Alright, yeah.
Not like I'm not going to steal from people who can't afford it.
Yeah. There's a village hut that is a relatively small hut, so you go in thinking it's going to be relatively awful.
They have a crapper made of solid gold.
Yeah, totally gold crap.
But you can't lift it.
They clearly
It weighs
have
141
a
pounds.
golden idol of Umberly that's just sort
How
of
big, though?
chilling. This big.
That's hard to pocket.
Solid gold action figure.
It is actually made of gold. It's valued at like 20 gold pieces, easily.
You know, some fishermen or some seamen just went missing, so. From the sperm bank. I could easily just let them get winged. I'll take another peek around and make sure no one's looking.
Yeah, also, why don't you give me a detect noise check? Roll a couple of d10s on that shit.
What? Oh, it's percentages.
Yeah!
Oh my god!
Use your ears.
These are both percent dice. Enjoy.
How do I roll for detecting noise? Where is it? Oh, over there.
You want to roll under.
If I do that, that's not gonna happen. That's a 20-30. Can I get a smaller?
Yeah, I'll take the other percent. I need
It's a-
You can't give me both the big ones. It's a
You should have stuck
57.
with 2030. It's much better.
It's a 57. That's way over.
Way over? Okay, yeah. You don't hear anything. You don't see anybody.
Looks good. Do it.
All right, I'm gonna go get that.
Do the Indiana Jones, grab the statue, throw the bag of sand. When you pick up the statue, there's actually a folded up piece of parchment under it.
I'm gonna pick up the folded up piece of parchment.
Says you fucker put my idol down.
That's the best! I do that for every valuable error in my life. Alright, yeah. It's folded up. It's a little water
Oh.
stain, which, stands to reason. You're in a fishing
Picture
village.
of some dead person.
Do you unfold it?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I'm gonna leave.
Check
and
the
then
traps.
unfold it.
Oh, I
I'm
thought you
leaving.
were good.
Make
I'm
like
leaving
a
the
tree
building
and
and
leaf.
then unfolding
Is
it.
it-
If they can afford a shiny gold statue,
Alright, what you find is apparently the owner of this house, or whoever was supposed to receive the letter, was named Veldrin. And this is a letter signed by the name of Milo. And it says, I will suffer no more of your whining, Beldred. The lottery exists to make it all fair. We all agreed to it. I did not complain so bitterly when my daughter was selected. You are simply making a fool of yourself, and I suspect they might consider condemning you as well if you keep it up.
Something fishy is going on in this town.
If you say that one more time, I'm gonna take that Yoda on my shoulder for you.
Ass Yoda. Don't shove my Yoda up his ass.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna feed it to bird.
I don't want that. Alright,
It would
so,
fit, but the ears would be problematic.
While licking it.
Well,
Suggested.
Up the
you
cleft.
inserted the feet first.
No!
and
No,
it
you would not.
actually- See, it's flared, so it doesn't
Yeah.
go all
Let's
the
not
way
get
in.
into the details of ass plugging.
With Yodas.
Sounds like it's already been done.
Sorry.
You might want to wash your hands.
Gross.
Might want to wash your ass.
Wash your hands with like a Brillo pad.
Boil them in bleach.
Alright, so anyway.
Alright, yes. So the day passes, well, not passes, but it's getting dark at this point. People are heading back to the tavern to go get shit-faced. And with the exception of you?
The lottery.
I gotta see if
I've
I
read
can
that
get
short
my
story.
room on the
I know
boat.
how this ends.
What's that?
I gotta see if I can get back on the boat.
You could. They're doing lots of work. They're even working
I'm
from
not
the...
gonna just walk around with a golden idol in my bag. It's going on the boat.
Yeah, no, it's you can hide it on the boat somewhere. There's people on the boat currently doing repairs. You know, there's saws going, people hammering, so it's super loud. You wouldn't want to sleep there, but
Not in the rooms though.
drop in your quarters somewhere. And are you all heading back to the tavern?
Well, I was heading back to the ship to talk to the captain about something about the caves. Maybe there's some weirdness going on.
It
Something
says,
about the lottery.
I don't know, I've never heard of such a thing. I've docked here before.
Well, time to go get drunk.
Yep,
I
back to the
tried.
tavern.
Getting shitty.
Yep.
Maybe Delilah will be here again.
Alright, when you go back to the bar, you find that Delilah is not here. Darby is not here.
No.
The bartender and the leg guy are still here.
Hey, leg
Oh,
guy.
thank God.
It seems like one of the locals is playing music tonight. He's up there with a lute, he's strumming along, there's somebody banging on stuff to be percussion, there's a couple of people that are local dancing.
Oh.
After
they
I've had
good?
a few, I'll try
Not
and
really.
join in on my panpipe.
Alright, give me a musical instrument check.
I don't have a musical instrument check.
Your music is awful, and they are displeased with you.
I'm drunk.
Is it like a -5 for
Bought this, so now we'll learn to
It's
play.
an automatic fail, actually.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you
Good
do-
investment.
If you do not know how to play an instrument, then you don't have the ability to mysteriously play a song on your instrument.
I should have taken musical instrument instead of heraldry or etiquette.
No, we'll see.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Yeah.
Heraldry's kind
She's
of
been playing it
important.
over and
God
over the past
bless you.
several days.
I have been.
Yeah.
Alright, so you go in there and you see that the brothers and the old man are in there drinking, and the kid has wandered off, presumably to the woods to his death.
Good for him.
Not really unexpected, but
It's any
yeah,
consolation, my cousin George did the same thing. I pat the father on the back and move on.
he glares at you and then continues drinking alcohol.
I meant it
A
sincerely.
wise choice.
Yep.
Once
Yeah.
everyone's nice and tight, and like look for an easy mark to grab a couple coins off of.
He tries to rob me. I have no money.
Are you just drinking? You're just doing your thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rob poor people.
All right. The two of you just doing your thing.
Is the New Agey priest in here by any chance?
The New Agey priest is not. It seems like perhaps he does not drink.
Well, that's just
Is
weird.
there anybody here who is of note, aside from the people playing music?
Not really. No, it's a bunch of regular old fishermen.
You know what, I'm going to take an evening constitutional around town and find out why everybody isn't at the tavern tonight.
All right.
They were very excited about us last night.
Yep.
I'm stealing tips off the bar to buy myself more drinks.
Oh, what a dick. All right.
You are an
Are you drinking
asshat.
heavily?
Of course.
I'm probably actually gonna just
Steal from you?
sit down next to the dwarf because he looks like he's having fun.
Take his money.
No, and be like, because I'm probably sloshed at this point as well. And like,
Ask
do
him
you
out.
know what a lottery is?
Yeah.
What is it?
I forgot you were intelligence like
The pervert wizard sitting at the bar.
It's gonna be
kinda
hard to
glances-
remember to be dumb.
Glances over
Until I
and
get
goes,
enough drinks in me, and that'll be
It'll be
really
easy. Yeah.
The
Actually, speaking of
pervert
drinks, I
wizard
could use
glances over and goes, well, if it's, I believe what I've read, in this town, it's something where you lose people. He says slightly loudly enough that if someone were paying attention, they might hear because he's pretty drunk and is having a
we're
hard
all kind
time.
of-
It's you can tell it's an awkward moment. A few people look up at you.
We're all
And
pseudo whispering.
That's
Yeah.
not usually how it works.
the bartender's washing a
How
glass,
does
and
it
you see the
usually work?
rag stops.
You pick the money, you put the money in, you take a number, and if the number is the same number, you get the money.
You put
And
the
the,
lime and the
uh,
coconut.
I'm really
The
bad
bartender's
Take it all.
nodding at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm like, okay, bartender, can I play the lottery?
You got here.
I'll take a quick pick.
Thor told me the wrong
Says,
thing.
How large of a bet would you like to place?
How many other people are betting?
I'm gonna like grab someone else's trick for that while he's distracted. I'm gonna start tricking it.
Says, I'm allowed to tell you, our odds are 1 to 200.
What does that mean?
Everybody's playing.
Most people play.
I'm not playing.
What's the prize?
How do I? What,
A wiener.
yeah, what is it?
I don't know. I'm not into wieners.
Why do you think it? People? What?
I don't know.
Why do you
It's
think
just
it?
this thing that I read. Okay.
Well, thank
Alright.
God I'm
This
not there.
thing.
So, I give you money.
You could
They
win
give
the
you-
deal.
Then
People.
you give me $1. I mean, no, you give me a number. And then if the number is the same number, I get more money.
No, you get alcohol.
I get alcohol. How much alcohol?
A lot of alcohol.
What kind
Let's
of
do
alcohol?
this.
It's not
I'm
great.
gonna turn around. I'm gonna turn around
How
and
much
yell
does it
loudly.
cost to enter?
Hey, all guys, we're gonna play a lottery.
And you can see like the locals are just shaking their heads, and the people who are on the boats are just confused.
All right, I'm trying to keep up drinking with it.
Yeah, that's true.
What's your constitution?
8.
6. I am.
14.
Constitution check. Constitution check.
I'm not there.
I'm at the tavern
Yep.
getting drunk. And
No.
if there are any girls
No.
there, I want to do
You're
them.
sloshing.
Actually, technically, with this count as poison.
Actually, yeah. So you're totally fine.
Woo.
You're under
By a
constitutional.
lot.
You go out
By
and
a
see,
lot.
you know, people are out and about. They're not doing a whole lot. It's rainy season in a fishing village. It's really wet. People don't really want to leave their houses, but you see lights on, things like that. People have lit candles and things. You can see flickering out the windows.
The Blackstone Monastery.
I hope the adventure starts soon because I'm gonna die from alcohol poisoning.
Probably
Speaking
true.
of, anyone?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
I
take
think
it.
that's another one. Yeah.
I'll take an Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I had bought more Italian ices.
But yeah, as you're taking your constitutional, what you see is people are just, you know, not being out in the weather. And a lot of people were out drinking last night, but a lot of them were not local to the village, and you know maybe they'd moved on or whatever. But a couple folks are just not here anymore.
The Mills has abandoned the boat.
I'm, you know, people that will stop and talk to me. I'm going to ask them about the new agey priest and what they think happened to the 7 sailors that disappeared. and
Yeah,
make small talk.
The new agey priest, they're like, you know, it's he tries to do a lot of things. There's not enough people that
And I
have a
brought
full
beer for
priesthood
everyone
in
else.
this town.
Aww.
He has to wear many hats to
Are you
supply
seeing
us.
anyone right now?
with
I like
everything
you a
that
lot.
are- Yikes.
Super hot. I hate you.
Wow.
You fucker.
You make
Give
me
me
look
a
like a
shit.
bitch.
So no, it's just there are many faiths that the sailors must follow to ensure they have a safe trip out and return, and the priest tries to do his best with all the various gospels of the various gods. And you talk about the missing sailors, they say, I'm the wrong person to ask, and you know they sort of look around uncomfortably and eyes dart back and forth.
Who's the right person to ask?
Whoever would know where they last went,
Oh,
it's beyond me. You make a wisdom check.
I'll make a wisdom check. I passed my wisdom check.
You get the feeling they genuinely don't know the whereabouts of these people, but they, it feels like perhaps there's more to this story there, that maybe there's a recurring problem or something. They're clearly unsure, but they don't seem like they have the answers you want.
That seems weird to me.
They have this playing character.
Yes. Now my curiosity is piqued. I'm going to keep asking people if other people have disappeared or if they know where the sailors went.
The more you bring it up, the less people are willing to talk to you, essentially. You start antagonizing them at some point.
Well, I'm not going to do that.
No, like, it seems to actually antagonize them.
Yeah.
Bringing it up causes them to bristle.
Then I'll stop bringing it up. I'm not that curious.
And the night is winding down at this point.
I'd probably stop speaking English and thrown up on the floor a couple of times.
Yep.
And I decided to stop hanging out with the dwarf.
They have a vomitorium in the back. It's literally an area that has handrails over one of the sea caves. So if you've had too much drink, you can barf into the sea caves and not have it land on the floor. It's awesome.
The railings are dwarf height.
They also encourage you to piss over the railings into the sea caves.
It's a picturesque shithole.
Yes.
It's the nicest crap cave you've ever seen.
Indeed, sir!
Hang a few paintings in the sanitary.
Yes. It's basically their equivalent of a toilet. They don't have proper running water, but they have a supply of water they can
Oh, when the tide comes in, it splashes too. You can clean it out a little
Yeah,
bit.
exactly. It's a bidet.
That's what that's called.
Yeah. What are you giving that face for?
Just no.
I don't want to be part of this. But yeah, so that's basically all that's happening in the evening. Are you guys sitting up for bed? What are you doing?
Yep, back to bed.
After the bar, I'm gonna head to our room after the bar closes. I'm gonna go help myself to another bottle.
Alright.
I'll leave a couple coins behind.
If I make it to
after
the room, I will go to bed.
Alright. And you?
Yes, bed.
Alright. You are still drinking.
I was specifically waiting until after the bartender leaves and that everything's locked up. I was gonna try to.
Jiggle the rock.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're gonna pick a lock and then leave coin for the bottle?
Yes.
Make an open lock check.
You're a weirdo.
I'm not going to. That's all zeros.
You rolled a 0.
I rolled.
You are the best lockpick ever.
Or 100.
That's actually
Or
the worst. Yeah,
100,
that is
yeah.
actually
Oh, that's
100.
100. Oh, my
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah, you actually
Break the
yeah,
Break my
actually,
picks off
you break
in
the
the
lock
lock.
pick. Yeah, actually, that's classic. Yeah, the lock pick snaps off in the lock.
Son of a bitch. Go back upstairs. I'm
Alright.
grumpy without my booze.
Are you going to bed, or are you going to keep drinking something?
If there's anything out, I'll help myself. I mean, do they?
Hi!
That was creepy as shit.
Do you need a butt? Yeah.
Ridiculous. All right. So you're still drinking.
That was the
Everyone
whole
else is
bottle.
asleep. The three of you make a wisdom check. The three of you who are sleeping.
A wisdom
pass.
check while sleeping. I don't.
So I have to roll
I don't have
10
that.
or less.
Yep.
That's for smarter
I do not
people.
pass.
All right.
I pass.
There's a sound that wakes you up out of a sound sleep, and you hear it just because you're awake and happen to be listening. What
Is it
you
me winning
hear?
the lottery?
Yes. You win.
When does the lottery drawing happen?
You hear a muffled cry followed by a thump and the sound of rustling cloth.
What the fuck?
It sounds like this is happening in one of the sleeping rooms that is below you. You can also hear the creak and the groan of the floorboards.
Holy Lathander's balls.
Grab the one guy who didn't wake up.
There's two that didn't wake up.
Grab
You
her who
got
didn't
pervert
wake
and
up.
the thief that didn't wake up.
The people who've been hanging out with the dwarf drinking like fucking.
Yeah. So you are woken up by a drunk dwarf.
God.
Oh god.
Bend over.
Those are intense.
Nope, they are.
I can't drink anymore. What?
There's
And you hear somebody saying, and then you hear some
What?
groaning and creaking on wooden floorboards.
Oh, good for them. They're getting some.
It sounds like they're coming towards us.
It sounds like at least one person is coming towards you.
I'm hiding.
Okay, like behind a cot.
Yeah, or like in a closet or under a bed or in the
Oh yeah,
rafters
there's
or
a closet you can hide in.
in the trunk of a car.
I want to
They distract you.
hide in the shadows because I'm a thief.
Alright, you can hide in shadows. Are you gonna hide in shadows? What are you doing?
He didn't tell me. He just should shh.
I pull the blanket up
Hide.
and pretend that I'm not there.
Okay.
We're in a room with like 30 people sleeping, right?
It's like 10 people sleeping, yeah.
What the fuck?
We're gonna hide behind the. We're trying to hide behind the door.
Make your check.
I'm gonna blend in with the sleeping people.
Yeah,
going
I
back
don't
to
do that.
sleep.
Stand right square in the middle of the room.
You're the worst thing ever.
I'm blending in. I'm going back to sleep.
I'm trying to hide just like under a blanket standing up.
Alright, you see,
Or at least pretending to be asleep.
if you're a dwarven infravision, you're half-elven infravision, you can see the,
I'm also half elven.
oh, you got a blanket over your head.
That's true.
And
And I'm
you're
under a
just
cot
hiding
and I
in
have no
closet.
infravision.
Doing
Yeah.
this.
What you see is
Wow.
a guy slowly creeping up the stairs. He's sort of peering out to see if anybody's awake. He spots you, and he just backs down slowly down the stairs.
I'm going to follow him. Everybody.
Alright, I'll hop up.
And You can hear some discussion going on downstairs, muffled voices.
Sure, I will. Once he backs
Detect
up, I'll kind of lower
noises?
Sure. If you successfully detect noises, I'll tell you what he's saying.
I don't.
Nope.
That's the wrong dice.
Is it only thieves can roll that?
For that sort of thing, yeah.
Nope, I don't do that.
Thieves are intentionally just better at hearing the details of things, specifics, that sort of thing.
But I am gonna.
So you hear the three of them slowly sneaking out of this room.
Is the door lockable?
For the closet?
Or wherever they snuck into?
They're sneaking out of the room, rather, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they snuck out of the common room, right?
Yeah,
Can I lock the door to the common room?
you cannot.
Oh. Well, then I lock the door to the closet, I lock myself in.
There's no lock on the closet either.
Well, fuck my life.
Are you a coward?
Well, yes, I have 2 hit points.
Why
would
is
be
your
too.
hat so glorious?
Because, you know,
It is a
Lady
magnificent
Gaga.
hat.
That is a magnificent hat.
that's how I get the bitches.
It hasn't worked yet.
Captain Husk's cousin?
Jacques Husk, you got me.
In memoriam.
At this point, I'm thinking bandits or something, so I'm going to start rousing people and telling them bandits, bandits, bandits.
Okay, make a charisma check for me.
We're not doing a very good
I
job
matched
of
my
speaking while
charisma.
it wakes
That's
everybody up and
success.
yells bandits.
Alright, the three of you start creeping down to follow this guy. You're in the lead.
We start being creepy.
You
Well,
It's hard to hide behind it.
I'm way ahead of you.
should give me a move silently
Not if you
check.
crouch.
No.
Oh, me too.
I'm not worried about you. He's in the lead.
Okay.
Nope!
Wow,
I
92.
fall down the damn stairs.
You are Eric again.
Thump, 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 creak, thump, 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 slam, and you get the bomb. And you look in, and there are 5 guys that have cudgels out, and they're like, "Huh, what?" Oh, and they all start to converge on you. And now we get to begin with what AD&D considers to be combat. So,
Hide. In a closet.
combat in AD&D works like this: everyone tells me simultaneously what you all are doing. You will then all roll a d10. The lowest roll is going to be the first person to act. In addition to that, during your turn, you have the ability to take a actual legitimate action, like whacking somebody in the head, and walk a little bit, or take some very small incidental action, like dropping your shield.
It's very just open, freeform.
Yes, very freeform. Try not to go overboard, because I'll tell you you can't
Do
do that.
we have our stuff with us? Like,
Yeah,
are we
you're carrying your stuff.
armored and
When you were
weapons?
sleeping, so you're not currently armored. But you've got your weapon. I'm just
Okay.
gonna grab it. But yeah, he's clearly seen you, and you can see they are getting ready to hit you with cudgels. And what are y'all doing?
Well, he's the advanced guard, so I'm gonna hang back and hide around the corner with a sling.
Is there a second entrance or exit to this room, or just the one?
One door, and it goes to the stairs.
The windows or nothing?
Super
there's
excited
windows,
about
but
shooting
you're on the
motherfuckers
fourth
with a
floor.
bow.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw my sword and prepare to
I assume we
attack
snuck
back
down
and
the
try
stairs
to
with
look
shit
intimidating.
All right. What are you doing?
Ready. We snuck down the stairs with shit ready, right?
Yeah, you get your weapons ready,
We
but
have to say that.
they know you're coming.
I'm advancing to the top of the stairs and getting ready to cast Bless.
Well, they know he's coming.
Do you want to cast Bless this round if you can?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you actually? How terrible?
I didn't roll sneaks.
You didn't roll sneak because you were in the lead. So you're basically down at the bottom of the stairs. There's this creak, this thump. They know you're there. They see you. And there's these two at the top of the stairs, and he's advancing on the
I
stairs.
imagine we're probably actually clearly outlined anyway. So on the stairs. Shouldn't bother sneaking, right?
Not really, no. But what do you want to do?
I want to shoot a couple of them with arrows.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I will shoot someone with the sling
Okay, that's simple.
bullets.
And you,
Casting Bless.
casting Bless.
Should
All
also
right.
go down the stairs.
So here's how initiative is going to work. You roll on every turn, and look at the speed factor of the weapon that you have selected. Roll a d10 and add the speed factor of that weapon. If you were casting a spell, you add the level of the spell that you have cast. If you were struck before your initiative order while you were casting a spell, your spell fizzles.
Gotcha.
Actually, maybe I should magic missile. Well, no.
Oh, I'm bad at dice.
Sorry, I roll
I go
a
class.
d10 and what?
No, high numbers or low numbers are better. I think.
Low numbers are good.
Yes, but my speed
6.
on this weapon is.
Wait,
6,
plus, do I
15.
add some?
You add your sling speed factor.
I don't know what my sling
Mine's
speed
2.
is.
You should have written it down next to your sling
I
What is reaction?
on the
There-
first page.
Huh?
What is reaction
don't
adjustment?
know.
Oh, that does.
We'll call it 3 for now.
I don't know.
There weren't numbers.
What is
That's
it?
what I
Reaction adjustment's also added in there. Do you have one? Yeah,
We have
you
to put out of the equipment.
There
I'll
is-
find it for
Yeah,
you.
so that's actually
Um,
-2 for initiative.
Great question.
What are you looking for?
The
Print out of the
equipment-
equipment. I'll look up since I'm just casting
It
a level
didn't
1
have
spell.
numbers, so
I don't actually know where it wound up.
This is the ammo had the numbers.
it didn't have any
Just call it
numbers.
3 for now. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
It didn't actually have numbers.
Oh, not
there
the
were
bullets?
just lines.
Yeah,
Really?
just call it 3 for now. I don't care.
9 then.
Okay, 9,
Four.
4,
18.
18. Wow.
I'm using a two-handed
Nine.
broadsword.
Nine.
The two-handed
All right.
sword.
999.
My rate of fire is 1, not no.
So,
rate of fire is
Cudgel Men advance on
It'll basically kill anything. Hit it
the
this level.
dwarf.
But you're gonna get killed before you do anything with it.
You die first session.
What is your AC?
What did we say?
The only good
7.
character in the party.
Actually, no. Well, my AC. That's if I'm wearing my armor. What's your AC?
Oh,
when
you know
you're
what? I
not
never
wearing
got an armor
armor?
class.
10.
Should probably get one of
10.
them.
So I guess if I'm not wearing armor, then it would be 10.
Alright, they knock you unconscious with cudgels. Bat, bat, bat. Makes a lot of noise, wakes a few people up. But now there's
Shoot them.
this small herd of people that are above the top of the stairs.
Bunch of
You
dicks.
had a 9, you had a 4?
Mhm.
Alright, you were the next one to act as he's unconscious on the floor.
Bless. I can't change it now, can I?
No, you change the target.
No, bless. It blesses the whole party.
There you go. The party is blessed, and a couple of the folks upstairs are blessed as well.
What does that mean?
You get +1s to a bunch of shit. If I can get the iPad back, I can tell you exactly what.
It's basically +1 to everything except damage.
Yeah. Thank you.
Alright, next up is you.
I shoot them. I have a rate of fire of 2. Does that mean I fire twice? Or
It does mean you fire twice per round. Now, one of the things about AD&D I want to talk about is because the combat is so single-minded, description is going to be a big deal. So I would encourage you guys to go crazy on description. Just,
Okay. Well,
describe the scene, make it sound cool.
I'm going to fire into the crowd of 2 people. Or how many people are clubbing him?
5 people with
I'm gonna
cudgels.
fire into the crowd of 3 people clubbing him with cudgels, and I hope I hit one of them.
If you're drunk, you might see 10 people.
Also, I'm gonna try and get off the stairs so that her sling thingy doesn't hit me in the head when he comes running down the stairs. Doesn't
Yep.
smash me, and all the other people come running down the stairs. They don't run me over.
Alright.
'Cause that's bad.
Why'd you get cudgeled?
I'm an asshole.
It is true.
So I was the first one down the stairs,
That's
not
true.
wearing armor.
What do I got? What's my armor classings?
You were rolling a d20, you're targeting AC 10.
AC 10. So we need an 8? Sweet. 1 hits.
How?
2 hits. Separate targets each
Okay.
time. 'Cause
Roll
You
I-
get a +1 to all that stuff as well.
I don't know how he did.
He did not need it, he rolled 16 and 17.
Well, there you
This is Jacques, the pervert mage.
Jacques the Pervage.
go. He looks filthy.
The Mervert.
Oh, that guy only
The
takes
Wervert?
1. Target number 1 takes 1. Target number 2 takes 8.
Alright, actually, you down 2 of them with sling bullets. One of them kills a man.
Sling bullets.
Wow, you
Or you're,
murderer!
actually, you're was it with short bow?
Yeah.
Yeah, one arrow actually kills a guy. Right through the neck, he just drops dead.
Brick killed a guy.
And the other one hits a guy sort of like low in the abdomen. It's not going to be a kill shot, but it takes him out of the fight. He just starts bleeding all over the floor and
That
screaming,
guy's
and
a
it wakes a bunch of
loser.
people up.
Sorry. 9.
Next on the batting order is
I'm gonna
you.
chuckle about how he's a whiny bitch.
There are now only 3 cudgelmen left remaining.
Are any of them still like hovering over him?
Yeah. Yeah, they're still wrapping up beating the shit out of him with cudgels.
I'm handed by midget.
As one of them is reaching back with his club and rearing for another, we're gonna smash him right in the skull. As his arm is up and his face isn't protected, I'm trying to shoot him right in the side of the head in the temple.
Your sling, I believe, is rate of fire 2/1, yes?
I think it was just 1, but maybe I wrote it down. Oh no, because the bullet's 2/1. It is that.
It means you get 2 attacks per round.
Oh,
Slings are fast.
Slowly
cool.
breaking.
Then I'll.
I must be fat.
You
Well,
are
it's
fat.
because you're leaning back and it doesn't lean that way, so you're just
You're also chubby.
you're separating the.
You're the only one who doesn't get like a fancy office chair
Anyway,
on wheels.
I'll shoot the guy that's rearing back with his club, but then immediately hit a guy that's already mid-swing.
Alright.
So, first attack.
That's definitely a hit.
Whack.
That's definitely a fail.
Okay,
That's very easy.
cool. So, I don't know what these dice are for, because there weren't...
The first one is damage on normal size targets, and the second one is damage on big targets.
So, the first one is 1d4.
Yep.
Plus 1.
So the guy who gets hit
3.
gets peppered for 3, and let's see which guy was that. Good enough. Alright, that one will that'll take him out of the fight. It'll actually hit him right in the side of the head. Take some of the skin off, and looks like maybe it concussed him or something. You hit him pretty good
With a bullet?
with a bullet.
He's stumbling around. He falls into a table.
Crappy
He's really
bullet.
dizzy. He's like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Yeah.
Rock
And,
bullets.
And you're laying
Rock in the
there,
face.
unconscious. Why
I
are you
used my main
unconscious?
spell called Rock in the
Because
Face.
I got hit by 5 cudgels.
You really got hit by 3
See,
cudgels.
if only I had grease, I could have made them all fall over.
And
If you
died.
had grease, this combat would be
The
over.
remainders run away in terror.
No, in fact,
We
one of
draw
them
shotguns.
looks a little tentative. He's still got the cudgel in hand. He's sort of wavering back and forth. The other one drops the cudgel and pulls a cutlass.
Oh god.
Oh,
Get a cutlass.
no.
Oh, shit.
All right,
You brought a gun
and
to a knife fight.
it's a
Scheiße.
new round of initiative. You are still unconscious, the 3 of you. What are you doing?
We're rolling initiative.
Well, first you're telling me what you're doing.
Magic missile.
Casting magic missile on
Did,
my
did
cutlass.
you
I
take
have to.
severe damage? Should I be healing him, or
He's unconscious at 0 hit points.
will Cure Light Wounds fix that?
Yes.
Oh, then I'm casting Cure Light Wounds.
Woohoo!
I'm going to work my way around the outside of the tavern,
Just leave. Go
staying
home.
as far away as possible, and fire a few more shots.
All right, everyone, roll your initiative.
I must have been a drop prone
Hoping to
after I
eventually
cast my
get to
spell.
the door.
It's the speed of the level or something?
It's the speed of the level of the spell, so it's add 1 to your d10, and you want the
Six.
one numbers.
5.
After I cast my spell, I'm diving for cover too.
All right, what's your total? 4 again, really?
You
Yeah.
rolled 4s.
Wow, and what do you get?
I'm casting level 1 spells.
6.
You got huge numbers. Plus your speed modifier for your weapon, which is
It's +2, then -2.
oh, well, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's solid. All right, 4 goes first. You
I can't
cast
whatever
your
I
magic
roll.
spell.
Yes, I do.
I think it's D8.
Pour some
Yep.
less wine on me.
Isn't there something where the speed modifier adds it again for the next shot? So like I've gone 6.
Regain
That's
7
only
hit
for
points.
warriors if they're
Oh,
multiple attacks.
okay.
You're back to healthy.
Ah!
You were also awake at this time. You'll attack the next initiative order.
Okay.
Now I'm diving for cover.
I'll be
All right, next up, you have
Into
a 6,
chicken
you
shit
have
corners.
I had a 5.
You have a 5. You're going next.
Magic missile can't miss, right?
Correct. You just roll damage immediately.
Right.
That's the best spell ever.
Yeah. And I think it's 1d4 plus 1?
It is.
Cool. Yeah.
caster level.
So I fully, like, step out around the corner and I'm standing at the top of the stairs firing off magic missile in the middle of the tavern.
All right.
And I do 3 damage.
All right. The magic missile catches him right in the shoulder and it sort of knocks him back. You can see it breaks the skin. Blood goes everywhere. But he's still on his feet. It seems like he's still in fighting form.
What a tool.
Was it his sword arm?
It was not. It was his
Damn.
offhand.
Which is wank arm.
It was. And he wanks the same arm. he
It was
uses.
the one he calls the stranger.
I think it was you.
Oh, no.
Wow, that's awful.
I'm right. I'm gonna fire this.
Thanks.
Some actually better stabbing.
I
One of each.
Jacques
The
visibly
first one will be
fails.
at the guy with the cutlass,
Okay.
which will miss
What?
horribly. I'll
You
fumble.
missed the cutlass so bad you dropped the arrow on the floor.
Oh, I drop an arrow.
Yeah. And the other one?
No.
You were awful.
I thought I was amazing, and now I realize that.
Yep.
Well, you're still drunk.
One arrow falls intact to the floor, the other
Or
one
you're not drunk
breaks
enough.
on something in the back of the room and is no longer
Here,
usable.
drink this.
You are back to awake, and then the Cudgel Man will advance and try and wail on Thiefy McGee, who murdered a couple of his friends a moment ago.
That's you. No, it's not me.
Where did the circle of D20s go? Bring that back.
My butt.
Don't put D20s in your butt.
Reach deep.
Oh, you can put Yoda in your butt, but I can't put D20s in mine.
Well, they're not
Correct.
flared.
What's your AC?
They'll just blow the way and
without-
get stuck.
Amazon. 7.
7. I'll miss you. And Cutlass
I'll miss
Person.
you too.
Cutlass Person goes after you. Cutlass Person will also miss. Cudgel Person got way closer. The Cudgel guy comes over and just barely you deflected away with the heft of the bow, and then Cutlass guy just is inept with his cutlass.
Over now, I'm in combat with a bow, which is terrible.
Yeah, it's real bad.
There's huge penalties.
It's incredibly bad. Yeah, you don't want that. So everyone is alive again. It's a new round of
Yay!
initiative. What are y'all doing?
I'm gonna try and hit the cudgel guy who's all up in his shit with the bullet. in the
All right.
sling.
Please don't miss.
And
By whatever precise number it is that makes you hit me in the face.
and then I'll try and hit the cutlass guy with my second shot.
You and I are both at the top of the stairs making ranged attacks, right?
Yeah.
Can I like shove a table down the stairs so they can't advance up past us to like
Yeah.
get within melee range?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do.
A table is going to be.
Just bar the 2 thieves off.
Oh,
Yeah, fuck those guys.
It's going to be a strength check to move the table.
Scuzzy
FYI.
bastards
that's not
anyway.
so good.
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
All right.
Yeah, also you
Short
have
bow.
to Shove the
Short
table
bow?
onto the wizard to do that with.
All right. What are you doing?
One with the cutlass, I'm going for the back of the leg with the warhammer.
Alright, he won't
Try
see
to
you coming.
blow out his knee.
Alright, and you?
I'm gonna have to drop the bow, I guess, and go to the daggers. I can't be fighting with a bow.
Shoot
No.
the dagger out
How
of the
much
bow!
stuff can you do in a round?
You can drop the bow, you can pull the daggers, and I will let you take a single attack rather than both attacks with the dual.
Is there like a go on defense?
Yeah.
It's probably smarter.
We'll call it improving your AC by 1.
I'll do that.
Alright, roll
Draw
your
weapons and
initiatives.
Go on defense.
You have no modifiers to your initiative.
I did not write down anything about bows.
That's okay.
12.
I rolled another 3. That's the third 3 I've
9.
rolled.
9.
15.
What's the modifier for a short bow? Somebody tell me.
I believe it was 3.
Alright, 6.
2. For a short bow, 2.
Oh,
2,
5.
even better.
5.
You were the first to act.
Oh, okay.
I think it was 2.
The guy with the cutlass is bearing down hard on your thief.
I rolled a 14.
A 14 is probably going to cut it. He's only got AC of 9.
I believe that's a D6 for the
Gonna cut
damage?
it.
2.
2 more points.
Is he dead yet?
No, actually, the arrow will clip him in the abdomen. It sort of spins him around. It throws him off balance, but he's still on his feet.
It's a lucky shot. I literally peek out from around the corner. I'm like, oh god, I don't want to do this.
short goes twice around.
Oh.
Fire again?
I'm like, holy shit, I hit him. I'll try it again. I roll a 13.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I'm really good at this. 5 damage.
Oh, that one hits him right in the forehead.
I hit him in the side. He turns around, he looks at me, and then catches one right between the eyes
Right
and
between
goes
the
down.
eyes, spins to the ground, falls onto the turf, and then like a bunch of people who are waking up at this
Great
point.
Lathander's balls.
All these people have woken up in the end are like, what the hell is going on? There's a fight going on. We've been ambushed in the night. Somebody call help.
I'm screaming as loud as anyone. Bandits! Bandits! Bandits!
All right, so that was you first. Who are the next lowest?
I did 12.
12, 9,
9.
15.
you had a 15. Cudgel man drops the cudgel, turns around, and bolts down the stairs, out the front of the inn, and just
Did
takes
not
off
make
into
it
the
to
night.
the door. I'm sad.
Oh.
Yay, we won! Woo!
He splits.
How come we can't kill him before he leaves or catch him? I was
Nope.
gonna.
Aren't you good?
His initiative
I
kept.
want to catch him so we can find out why he was here.
You said kill
Hey,
him.
there's one guy who there was one guy who was taken out of the fight
He was
with an arrow to
attacking
the
people.
leg,
I'm
so
chaotic good.
or the
Um,
thigh, or the hip-ish.
Yeah, I mean, there's a guy who's he's not well. He's probably going to die
They beat
before you
him
get a chance
almost
to do
to
much
death
with
for
it.
no good reason.
I can heal him. I have healing.
Oh yeah, I injured a guy and dropped him,
Sure.
but I didn't actually kill
We
him.
have 2 injured guys.
Why don't you go ahead and give me a heal check?
I heal.
Okay.
Successfully.
I break a bottle and stand there ready to interrogate.
I rush down with some bandages and, I don't know, an ice pack. No, ice doesn't exist.
Ice exists. You just don't have any
Wine.
summer.
I rush down with wine.
I will, of course, rush to the door and scream out the door, "Hey, don't come back!"
Stupid!
And then,
Yeah, you rush down to help him.
Yeah, Jacques is actually really paranoid because people have come after him in the middle of the night like this before. So he's actually completely 100% convinced that they followed him here.
Yeah,
And he's literally broken a bottle and he's like ready to interrogate because he's that worried.
you get a chance to bandage this guy up. He's passed out from the pain. You might get something out of him in a few minutes. When he wakes up. The wine will help.
yes.
Um,
Wine always does.
What about the rocks in the face guy who didn't die?
Rocks in the face guy is
Jacques
bleeding
is,
out
like, shaking
profusely
him.
from his head.
Uh-oh.
Who sent you? Who sent you?
Yeah, he's bleeding
Shook the
out.
life out of him.
You
He's got
see
no
that,
teeth left
Now you're
anymore.
covered in face blood.
They all had
That's the
cudgels.
worst kind of blood.
The
Well,
guy
except for
who,
period blood.
the guy who had a cutlass also obviously clearly had the
Or
cutlass.
I'm examining his
Emo
cutlass.
blood.
Okay, it seems like a really old
That
London
stuff's good.
cutlass.
No,
Run of the mill.
no maker's mark, nothing.
No, basic,
Maker's Mark,
cheap
what?
as dirt cutlass.
Okay.
He was wearing slightly better armor than they were. It's some sort of like padded sea leather or
Oh,
something.
loot the bodies.
No, of course.
Yeah. You get a chance to loot the bodies, and you find this in the sea leather.
Give me that.
You can't even read.
Looting
For a
the
very
cops.
modest fee, I would be happy to read and
It's in common, you thief.
Sadly, I'm probably the best.
I'm
reader
still
here.
drunk,
No.
She's
too.
reading it.
fuckers.
I've got
Darren, this is the perfect opportunity to collect some foreigners as we discussed. That's us. I don't know how long the ship will keep them here, but I would advise you to travel with some extra muscle, as a couple of these seamen looked a bit rough and tumble. We must remember to separate them from any gold or steel they may have before we bring them down there this time. It's a slap in the face every time I see that necklace, but I'll be damned if I go that deep into the cave. Signed, K. Dell.
I'll go that deep in the cave.
Dell? Didn't we kill that motherfucker?
No, you fucked him, remember?
Oh, then I killed him.
Different universe.
Yep. And yeah, aside from that,
Recycling names.
Again with the cave.
no, it's a different guy.
We need to get out of this town.
This is because you played the lottery.
I didn't. Wait,
You
did
see
I
the-
win? Who won the lottery?
You can see they were in the
When
process
was the
of,
drawing?
They were bagging a couple of people who were staying at the inn. They had black bags over their heads. They've been tightened so they can't get them off their heads easily.
Do we recognize any of these people that we were in combat with as townsfolk that we might have been in the bar with or anything like that?
Give me an intelligence check.
Ooh,
No.
Can I roll an intelligence?
Everyone roll intelligence.
I don't know.
I do not. I lose by 2.
Double mine.
Ah, I missed it by
Sad.
1.
Plus 3.
So no.
No, you don't recognize any.
No, we drank with all of them, but we don't recognize any of them.
Because we were drunk.
Yep. Maybe you told them where you're sleeping, all that sort of thing.
Yep.
No,
I gave myself security number.
you don't recognize any of them. They seem like townsfolk based on what they're wearing and that sort of thing. Obviously, the guy who got away, there's not much you can do with that, but the rest of them had the cudgels, the cutlass, the sea leathers, and that letter. One of them had a coin purse with 7 gold in it.
Does the letter look like the it was transcribed by the
7
same woman I
gold?
was going to work
Who
for?
wants
No.
to be
Who's the loot distributor?
not it?
Yeah, I'll do. I'll
They're going to
lose.
be on recap detail, by the way.
As the party thief, I will not be carrying the loot because I will just slowly move things off my ship. Just so you know.
Alright,
yeah,
so we've got
I'm
7
also
gold.
kind of a thief here too.
7 gold,
So
yeah.
Alright.
we should.
I'll just be
probably
like,
not
you're
be
erasing
trusted.
2 gold out of the loot, the party pile, putting 2 in my sheet.
My first instinct is to notify the local constabulary, but I'm concerned they might be part of this. I say after passing my intelligence check.
It is at this point, by the way, out in the streets, the city's very quiet.
Well,
When
it
you were-
is the middle of the night, isn't it?
It's the middle of the night. When you took your constitutional, it was still pretty late, and there were still people out there. Things were happening. Fishermen work all hours, so there's still people going back and forth, loads of fish and such.
We, I feel the need to inform the captain of our ship of these occurrences.
Good idea.
So that way
I
he
feel
can
the need
keep
to
watch
go
of
get
his
my
own
armor
people.
and put it on.
Yeah, that sounds
I
like a
don't
plan.
have armor, but I will make sure all of my.
Also, can we do this in the morning? Because it's the middle of the night.
I'm going to sleep in my armor tonight, whatever's left of the night.
And I don't feel like going out to whatever we're going to with,
I am. Jacques
Dark.
notably does not feel safe here.
Oh, we have
anymore.
the infravision now.
Yeah, and so do elves with arrows.
I am.
Facts.
I am
These
going
are all
straight
humans,
to
right?
the ship.
The assorted prisoners and corpses are
All
all
4 of
humans.
the ones are humans. You can get a good enough look at the guy in the dark to tell whether or not he was a human.
Is
We're
one of
gonna
them
keep
still
this
alive?
guy. We're gonna take shifts though.
Very barely, not talking.
Yeah, we're
So
gonna
we
have to keep
couldn't
shifts.
You heal them
Yeah.
if you keep them alive for a long time. You'll be able to interrogate
All right.
them.
Well, I think then
Well, I don't plan on letting him die just for shits and
we
giggles.
drag
take
him,
shifts and
drag
watch
him
it.
back to the common room, take shifts, sleeping and keeping watch. That
Yeah.
seems fair.
Yeah, that's
And then in the morning, I think we should take
Who's
him
got a
and go
rope
straight
or
to
do
the
we just gonna tie
captain.
him up with sheets?
It's a
We're in a
fishing
fishing
village. There
village.
should be tons of rope.
Yeah, rope.
That was
Well,
everywhere,
the
yeah.
beds are probably tied up. It's probably old school style. Where
What,
you have the,
what kind of beds are you been sleeping in?
It's got
you know
handcuffs
where the
built
phrase
in.
"sleep tight"
Oh,
came
yeah.
from? It's because the beds were suspended with ropes. They had shitty mattresses.
I dropped that. Now my proficiency about BDSM. I don't know any of that.
Jacques is very versed
But
in
you're a
all
priest. You
forms
know
of
that
pleasure.
automatically.
Yeah.
I'd show you, but I'm not really into dudes.
Well, good for us both then.
Okay.
Good God! Alright, so you're trying to camp out until
Butt
morning.
armor. Yes. We're holding down the fort. Oh, locking all doors, securing all windows, pushing tables and shit in front of the
Keep
Yeah.
door.
all arms and
Block
legs
it.
inside the inn until the rise.
I'm sure we can get some of the other.
And any other travelers who are
Yeah.
armed and
Yeah.
or
I point out the part in the note to everybody where it says they're looking for foreigners.
yeah,
Alright,
and
yeah.
gather people who are from the ship
You can
together.
rile people up.
Or
Most people who are in here don't seem like combatants. There's a few people who have like cold daggers.
What's a foreigner?
I want to take one of the
You.
cudgels.
Basically, getting our
Sorry.
people
Racist.
all in one room, so we're all like protecting each other.
Shut up,
That's
half-elf.
on a cudgel. When I'm going to arm myself with a cudgel.
Mudblood.
Alright. Who's taking the first watch?
Fucking nerd.
Because I want to get the most sleep.
All right. During your watch, you see torchlight in the distance, and then you see more torchlight.
Does it get closer?
It does.
How much closer?
Very close. Like it's approaching the structure that you're in.
Like it's in your face.
Everybody wake up again!
Based on a quick guesstimate on what you can see in the dark with the torchlight, it's at least 15 or 20 people.
Holy
Village
shit.
is gonna burn us down!
Alright,
Wait, what?
I think we lost the lottery!
Jacques does not like this.
we need to start using some of that rope that we found and climb out the window.
Into the torches?
No, the other way.
I was looking out the
To
window.
the boat! To the
There's
boat!
more than one window.
The opposite window.
Are we surrounded?
Get,
No,
every-
you're not surrounded.
get everybody to the boat.
Yes.
We
More
need to
defensible.
hop on the boat and just sail along the coastline to another
Can
port.
anybody ride a horse and juggle?
I can do it!
You'll be our distraction.
Quick, ride towards those torches while we get the fuck out of here.
I'll hold all 5 of the torches!
You're a range support. Just start shooting.
Anybody
More
got
than shots.
rope use on their character sheet?
Nope!
No, but I can make wine.
All right,
I don't
somebody-
think hanging out the window constitutes as rope use.
I'll time the rope so you don't fall to your death by going out the window.
We could just run down this. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
go
down
out
the
the
stairs
front
and
door.
go out the back door. Whichever door is in the opposite side as
We can go through the sea cave pooper.
Oh, we could.
Yeah, well,
Everybody climb down the shitter.
that's actually a
I'm just gonna go
valid
down
strategy.
out of the
Let's
opposite
go
door.
through the
and
sand
start
again.
to
It's
do this.
sneaky.
All right, go
I'm
through the
trying to be
sand.
sneaky.
Yes, we're sneaking out the crap hole.
All right, you sneak
Are
out
we
the
actually
crap.
gonna sneak out the crap hole?
Yeah.
I was kind of
I'm
joking.
not sneaking out the crap.
Sneaking
I'll
down the
go
poop
out
pipe
other
into the
door.
crab cave.
No, I think that's totally legitimate.
I kind of feel like threateningly firing a few arrows out the window.
Go for it. I'll be downstairs in the big pile of vomit.
I don't think that's a reasonably good strategy.
The sea caves seem to be like one of those big connected mazes of caves.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to evade people, you totally could do it in the
I think
caves.
the sea caves are the way to go,
Yeah.
but I'm going to definitely fire a few shots into the crowd randomly.
And then go hide in the pooper.
Then run.
All right. You're not going to the pooper. You're going different.
If everybody else is going down,
Grab some of the booze on the way
Marking
down.
off ammo, huh?
Just grab
all right.
the
As long as
cutlass.
I'm drunk and have a cudgel.
Yeah,
Alright.
just grab the cutlass, break open the cabinet, and take some booze.
Yeah, I'll
with
take
you.
the cutlass and a cudgel. I'll just be like armed to the hilt.
All right. So
Might be
yeah,
encumbered.
you fire a few arrows in the
Might
crowd.
be.
You hear some commotion. People take defensive positions behind like barrels and things like that. And it buys you enough time to sneak down into the shithole.
I will obviously yell, I told you not to come back! Run away.
I have to piss and go.
They need to work on their
I also need
listening
to piss, so
skills.
yes, I'd love to piss.
Alright, I'll get you one. Do you need a piss?
I'm outside.
No, he's not.
So, we've waited for this moment the whole game.
We
as you
have?
climb down into the shitter.
I think
Is this a treasure roll? I
the
don't want to
entire
drink out
game has
here.
been a steady descent slowly into the shit.
to madness. Roll a dexterity check, all of you.
Oh,
No.
I can do
right.
that.
No, I
Yay, I'm
refuse.
successful at being dexterous.
Yay! Me too.
Not fructose, though.
No.
She can't eat
No?
No.
Sorry, what am I rolling?
Dexterity check.
that. Dexterose.
Oh, a d20. Yes.
You fall headlong into a pile of shit and take 1 damage.
Oh, half my hit points.
And
I
then
lost
smell
half my
like
hit
shit.
points in the
Dead.
shit.
Also, your wound gets infected.
Oh,
Yeah.
by shit points.
Your shit. Take a point of poop damage.
I'm struck by turds.
You're for the worst. This is great. Okay.
That's what hurt me.
Stop drawing things.
Please point out on the doll where the shit hurt you.
Is that a butt taco?
Yes.
Delicious. Alright, you find yourself
This
in
problem
the
where we're
sea
drawing
caves.
things, but we're recording shit on a microphone.
Yep.
Everybody listening at home, look at the shit that Aubrey drew. It's quite humorous
If
with
you're
the
watching
sea
from
lines and
home, you're
flies.
fucking magical. I want to go to your house.
I'm holding it up to the microphone so you can see it better.
Yes.
Look at it louder.
Alright, so you each descend into the shithole. The end of
And then we played some D&D while we were here.
Hey, my apartment is very nice.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
You
We don't live
land
in his
in
old
a
house.
large cavern, probably as wide as 65 or 70 feet wide.
It's a huge bubble.
It's a huge bubble. It's very dark. There's obviously no torches down here in the shitter. Those of you who have infravision users can see that there are no creatures down here in the shitter.
Hey.
But you can't see too many details because there's not much heat down here.
No tapeworms, no dung beetles.
There's definitely like beetles, bugs,
And bats.
and no bats.
No shit bats.
No shit bats. But you're in the darkness, and particularly the human cannot see shit.
Attack the
No, I
darkness!
can see
Well, no,
shit.
he
It's in
can't.
my
That's why
eyes
he
and
keeps
everything.
tripping over it.
Yeah. You can't see things that are not poop.
Well,
It's caked in
I'm
my
not used to having to
mustache.
consider the fact that a human can't see shit, so I'm gonna start wandering down the tunnels.
Yeah.
Alright.
Me too.
Finding the walls,
Whichever
actually.
way the water is. Wait, I don't know anything about tides. Never mind.
I actually have candles and
Somebody with
flint and
knowledge of
steel.
weather and tides.
Flick, flick. I light a candle.
Alright. So the pervert
Here.
lights a candle for you all.
It's very
I
romantic.
gotta actually, I gotta write down the names of all your characters so I don't forget. So Chuck was the thief.
The pervert. Yes, sir.
Jacques.
No, just
Jacques.
the pervert.
Jacques the perv.
Jacques was the wizard. And so yours is
Wizards.
hyphenated, right?
Ranveer. No, it's not hyphenated. R-A-N-V-E-R.
R-A-N-V-E-R. And that was the cleric.
Hindi for great warrior.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool.
Thanks.
And you were
Danlin.
Danlin.
It's Hindi for stinky little person. With bloodshot eyes and a
You're just
high
making this
blood
shit up.
alcohol content.
Danlin is the dwarf. Okay. So yeah, you land into this
Line is
just complete pile of refuse and disgusting abandoned goop. You see the tunnel is sort of like a big rectangular chamber. It's rounded in the edges, but it's still roughly rectangular in shape. And there's these two tunnels that sort of branch out from two corners of the chamber. It's sort of like a 90-degree angle from each other that sort of just reach out into this maze of caves.
Would it be wisdom or intelligence to do like tracking
Your wisdom.
without
You're not really
having
trained in it.
Without having it, yeah.
What
How
are we
does
gonna
that work?
track? Which way the poo flows?
Get wisdom and roll super well.
Go the opposite
Can I do
direction
that too?
of the booth flow.
Sure.
I want to go the way the poo
No,
flows.
I have no clue.
You'll have to beat your wisdom by a pretty significant
It was
amount.
wisdom?
I beat my wisdom by 14.
It's significant enough. Yeah.
I do not.
Alright.
I'm not gonna try.
What you can tell basically is you're still at a fairly high elevation. You get the feeling that this cave empties out to the sea relatively close. You can hear the sea sort of off to the west from where you're standing.
Can't see the sea.
But it's a little too high up to just scale the cliff down if you want to get down to where the boat is.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, you can also tell that there is a path that leads sort of northerly out of this room. And you can hear some splish splashing around down there. Like somebody, like one person is doing a patrol through an area that has a little bit of water that's pooled and not drained out of the cave all the way.
I'm sure it's only one person.
Yeah, it sounds like just one guy.
Okay, I'm communicating that to everybody. There's only one guy down there. We can take him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go.
Alright, so you said the thiefy guy?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
go move silently first.
Okay, that didn't. Again, we keep forgetting this part.
There was sign language. It involved the idiot thief sneaking ahead and shooting people with a bow and arrow.
I caught that.
Yes,
No,
but the radio didn't.
That's
We
okay.
have microphones.
Yes, yes,
It's
yes.
hard to remember that.
Explaining
those
the
of you
microphone
listening
instead of
at home.
timing up the joke.
He pantomimed an idiot.
41, you did not sneak at anything.
What do you mean I
He
didn't
sucked
sneak?
it up.
You didn't sneak, did you?
Oh no. I came close to sneaking.
How
La 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 la.
25.
Sing the song of sneaking.
Sneaking
30.
it down the tunnel.
I got 25. Well, that's dark. Don't you get
Play the
bonuses for
triangle. Ding
darkness?
ding 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 ding.
No.
He stole my panpipe. He's
Yeah.
just as bad with it as I am.
But I will give you the surprise round to shoot this guy. There's just some guy, he's got like a candle on a plate, he's walking back and forth, he's just wearing leathers, he's got a spear over his shoulder.
That plate might be valuable.
Boom!
Boom.
Super hits him.
Oh, you hit him and crit him.
Check
Oh my
crits.
god.
You don't check crits, in AD&D it's just double damage.
Sweet.
So you do 3 of your normal damage. And kill this man
Where's
so
the
hard.
D8? Why are there no D8s?
You can roll one of mine, just make sure I get it back, because
There are no D8s because he pulled them all out for Star Wars. Put stickers on them.
That's 13, or yeah, 12, and 3 is 15.
15. Alright, so yeah, you He turns around, he hears something, he sort of stops, he got his hand up to his ear,
And an
and
arrow
the
comes
arrow
right
goes
through
right
his-
through the hand, into the ear, out the other side, and he drops like a sack of potatoes, dropping the candle into the water and extinguishes.
Wait, he's got a spear over his shoulder and a candle on a plate. Where's he getting the third hand?
No, the spear is literally over the shoulder.
Oh, okay.
He's not holding it like this. No. He's
Show you where
I
the
thought he's standing there like this, and all of a sudden from the bottom of the frame comes a third hand.
He's got the plate out like this, and he does this, the thing over the back of the shoulder.
He
And the
cups
arrow
his
goes
ear.
right in through the side of the head, and he sinks into the water. The candle.
Well, then that's his fault for using his weapon hand to listen closely. He should have been pulling his spear out.
Yeah, he's doing
An asshole.
He's still taking 15 points of damage in the face. So yeah, he collapses into the water. It echoes all the way through the caverns when this guy hits the floor.
I don't realize that means anything, so I'm gonna go loot.
Alright, you get to the guy, he's got some sea leathers on him, he's carrying a basic spear, and he dropped a candle into the water that was about half burned down. The plate seems to be probably like a bronze. It's metal. It's probably worth a couple silver.
Alright, I'm taking that.
Steal that shit.
That's about the full extent of what you get from this guy. But when you get around the corner, you see that you are in a chamber where basically there's just a divot in the ground and a bunch of water is pooled out. You get the feeling when the tides are in, it fills the caves.
Well, I'm not gonna keep going until I get these guys.
No, you're in the room where you killed the guy because you're looting him. And when the tides are out, some water stays behind in all these pooled areas. And the tunnel will actually break again. And one sort of goes upwards on a slope, like it's headed back to where you came from the boat to get up. And the other one goes into a small rectangular room where it seems like the stone is fashioned by hand.
Towards the boat.
Yeah.
I'll whisper that, obviously. Towards the boat?
Yeah. I will actually hand you. I'll take back my candle and give you the half candle because you'll have the plate so the hot wax won't drip onto your hand.
Right.
There you go.
Because you only have 1 hit point.
1 hit point and no healing spells left.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much
And
useless.
you're still covered in shit.
that hot wax could actually do
Yeah, the hot wax could actually end
Don't
my
trip
life.
over any
right now.
cats. Alright, as you come around the corner and get into that room, you can see that shaped area that you'd seen before. You just catch the barest glimpse of a candle. There's another candle in there. It is lit. There's no other people in there, and you haven't heard anybody else in these caverns as you've walked.
How far down is the candle burn?
Maybe 15 feet down the hallway. It's very close.
I mean, how is it half gone?
Oh, no,
it's gone.
It's
Just
the tallest candle.
It's a fresh candle.
okay.
The candle is burned down 15 feet.
There's only 30 feet left.
It's been burning for 17 years.
It's an awesome candle.
Biggest fucking candle ever.
Actually, you have no idea how tall the candle started, so.
That's true.
It could be a 700-foot tall candle.
It's true, but it's it's.
Seems
Could've started
statistically
that thing.
unlikely.
But in
Yes.
fact, it's not.
Yeah.
Anymore.
And you can see the candle sitting on like a desk. It's a woodwork desk, a couple of drawers.
Loot the desk.
Good, and I'm looking for any letters.
Look
or
out! I'll keep
anything.
lookout. Well, he would. See
You're a
that.
half elf. You're a half elf.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, sir, or ma'am.
Oh yes.
Between them, they're all elf.
Yeah.
They all-
And a whole man.
Oh.
You actually do spot there's a cleverly concealed secret door in this area.
Hey.
Next to the desk. And you can tell immediately the mechanism's here on the desk somewhere. Something on the desk. is in
Are
control.
there any letters or any incriminating evidence?
There's a locked drawer that
Okay.
might contain something.
Hey.
in
I got thieves' tools, and I'm gonna pick the shit out of that
Yeah,
locked
do it.
drawer.
Which one of us is better at that?
there. He still has lockpicks. He broke yours.
Well, I only broke 1 pick. You
I have
got a whole
lockpicks
set.
and open
I
lock
actually
of
spent
30.
gold on buying a
Super
lockpick set.
Super glue?
I have
Oh,
a
did you break your
thieves'
hand up
set,
again?
or a thieves'
Well, it
tools,
hasn't
a
yet,
lockpick
but
set,
the
and
glue peeled off.
whatever the
So.
hell it's called. And open
Okay.
lock of 30. What do you have?
Oh, you got 30 on yours?
Yeah. It's like a hand
Actually,
you-
Oh,
I'm
mine's
gonna
actually
give you
40.
this.
So I'll hand you the lockpick set.
Alright, I'll try not to fuck it
Oh,
up.
I actually have some of that.
Oh, well, fine then.
I'm gonna try not to fuck it up.
Not that we
Don't
were sitting
fuck it
there
up.
going like, what is your stats like?
One of you was clearly more intelligent than the other, so.
Yeah.
I fuck it
I know,
up.
but I'm trying to stay out of the way.
Right.
Not so badly that you break this one too.
83.
That's pretty bad. We don't break it. Yeah, you don't really like picking
Well,
it.
here, you try.
You wanna try?
Sure. I'm not sure if as good at this as you are, but still drunk. I got a 9.
A 9 is spectacular.
You're just like, oh wait, no.
Oh wait, never mind. I'm really good at this.
You're like, no, the twist this way, not this way, dumbass.
Yeah, you basically figure like he got all the tumblers already. You were just like right open.
Sweet.
But now I look
I'm
amazing.
I'm rummaging through, looking, basically just taking anything.
Yeah, there's a bunch of papers here. It seems like a lot of them are shipping them.
We just swarm
I
on
gather
that
up
desk.
all of them to read later. All the paper, just rolling it all up and sticking it in my bag.
Whatever drawers I'm going through, if I come across paper, they're going on the floor.
All right. As you,
I will scoop up any papers that he drops on the floor.
the vast majority of what you're getting are things like this is what this boat brought in. This is the name of the boat. This is the name of the
I'm
captain.
taking it anyway. I'm not
The locked
reviewing
one
it
still
now.
has
I'm
ledgers.
just gathering it for later.
One thing you do find is actually a page that is torn out. It's got a rough edge on one side. And it says, the Lodor child proved to be quite an annoyance today. His father was a quivering mess and I had no patience for his mewling. In addressing his shameful behavior, the child managed to wrench his hand free and took off through the caves. It took nearly 2 hours to find him as he led the men on a chase through holes and passages far too small for a grown man. I have found my taste for the grizzly to be developing as one would learn to enjoy black coffee, and the frustration of dealing with the boy and his father made this a spectacle to savor. The boy, in spite of his chase, had quite a bit of energy, and observing his attempts to elude the creature even well after it had broken one of his legs and taken a foot was simply divine. It was a shame when the boy finally gave up, and I sensed the creature's disappointment in the end of the game was as strong as my own.
Okay.
Hey, how about we don't stay in the caves and we go to the boat?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's wiser than I am. Let's
Gathering
go.
everything up,
Yeah.
and I walk over
Wait,
and
there's no money in this desk whatsoever. This
Yeah.
is
No money at all.
shitty
I
desk.
basically like push a pencil cup to the side, and the secret door opens.
Alright, yep.
Yeah.
Secret door opens
It
right
releases
up.
a pressure trigger, and something pops open.
The door is going down, and as previously mentioned, Danlin had noticed that actually I think you noticed this, the path that goes up towards where you came in from the boat was up that way. Gets you where you know what the caves look like, but it also gets you further away from the boat.
Wait,
What?
the tunnel that goes towards the boat gets us further away from the boat?
Because it goes up a slope. It gets you closer to the path you know goes to the boat.
Oh, okay.
But the caves go more directly to the boat, but you haven't navigated them before.
More direct?
I want to get to the damn boat. I don't want to be eaten by a creature.
Yeah, more direct.
I think the hidden door is the creature probably in.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Hidden
the
part of-
obvious path is the people with the fire.
Crazy killer creature people with fire.
One creature, 50 people with fire.
Fuck it, secret door. Let's go.
Plus, secret
Jacques
door.
is panicking. Jacques is
If
just
you
like,
go
I
down
wanna
the
be
secret
here
door,
anymore, I
this is
wanna go.
where all the
Yeah.
good stuff is.
I'm following
I
Jacques.
do like the good stuff.
Yeah, Jacques is panicking. Jacques is going. He's just going.
Alright.
The door opened. He's going through it.
Jacques pops through the door.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a point of closing the door after us.
You,
You close the door.
can you?
Yeah.
From the other side?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
There's like a lever, you jump the lever, it swings
It's really
back.
just a door. Just close it.
Yeah, it has a doorknob.
From
It's
the
not a secret
inside,
at all.
it's easy to
It's
get
not
out.
just his secret. We're in the
Yeah.
Just
outside.
everybody else was
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah.
I was just sober enough to
The
notice.
cat just came in here, ran a lap, and left.
Yeah.
That's usually what it does, yeah.
He sucks.
He's, yeah.
You suck.
I know.
Alright.
But you keep inviting me over too.
He invites you. I don't. He's the
The
one who
tunnel
texts
goes
you every week.
about 35 or 40 feet, descending at a pretty strong degree down into another one of these areas that's partially flooded. The floor is wet. It's easy to slip and lose your balance, so you're sort of taking in baby steps as you descend down through the tunnel.
Because our human will die if he slips.
Yeah. It
I might die
eventually-
just walking.
That's true. It eventually does level out a little bit, but you can see that this room, well, everyone who isn't the human can see, this room is sort of an oddly shaped ovoid-ish room. You're sort of coming down this way,
Next to the butthole.
next to the butthole, and it's got like sort of something is blocking your view, and it does one of these, and there is a tunnel coming off this side and a tunnel coming off this side, and you're coming in from over here. And there's a flooding that takes about this much of the room to flood.
Like the tide, is
Yep.
it moving? So it's like the tide is in.
It's mostly just a lot of water that, like, the level of the ground is lower than the surrounding ground, so it's a pool. Anybody else who can see can make a wisdom check for me.
Nope.
I can see.
I can't see, so.
If you light a torch, you can see.
Oh, well, I
I
have
am
candles. I have
not
lights.
wise about see things.
I,
Like a dwarf.
I see
Fail.
very well.
Underground
Fail,
strangeness.
see. Yes, no?
No.
No? Alright.
Underground weird detect.
Alright, underground weird detect.
What do I do for that?
Roll d6, get low numbers.
It's not
Good enough for me. What you get here is the same thing he's about to get, but with less detail. What you can figure out pretty quickly after you've lit your torch is there's an awful lot of spider webs in here. But spiders don't hang out where the tides come in. That's not normal. Something about it is off.
There's spiders here, and there shouldn't be. That's very off. It's far from on.
And you sort of notice, like, yeah, it's not normal for this.
The opposite of on.
Spiders in a dark hole is bad.
Yes.
It's not like multiple small webs, it's one big web.
Yeah. Look at that web. It's the size of my fucking face. That thing is wrong. It's just wrong. Let's let it on fire.
Okay.
Sure.
You lean with the torch, the web
Candle.
catches fire,
Yep.
and
And the giant phase spider comes out and kills us all.
you suddenly are wet. This like spray of cold water, cold seawater, sprays you in the face. Not
From
painfully, just surprisingly, from somewhere out in the
Clown! Clown! Clown!
This way we need to go.
Yes, I'm retreating.
Okay, Yoda.
All right.
Which way goes towards the boat?
The boat was, you figured going downward out, out this way is more towards the boat, but you also get the feeling that the vast majority of the webs are concentrated out here.
Oh, wow.
But,
I just blew my finger and I put it underneath my nose and I caught a big whiff of the fumes. It's pretty cool.
Why are you blowing your finger?
I cut it open. This is before the game started. I didn't do it while you weren't paying attention. Right?
well, we were all
He
drinking.
was just bored.
Yeah, so,
I just feel like gluing my fingers.
so you're in this chamber, there's spider webs, you've lit a web on fire, the web catches fire, and you were sprayed with water.
I don't want to be sprayed with water.
Where does the water spray come from?
Somewhere out in the pool.
Just
Can I
anywhere.
draw a
Yeah.
weapon?
Okay, get a weapon out.
I didn't put mine away.
Warhammer.
Yeah. I have my little crappy sling.
Yeah.
I'm hiding
Where are you hiding?
Is there
behind the dwarf.
any light or anything heat-wise in any direction?
There's a couple like little waivers of heat somewhere out here. Maybe
No, I mean
pockets
like
of-
down the tunnel.
Oh,
So you decide
down
which way to go.
down this way.
Yeah.
It's too far to tell. The tunnel's more than 60
What
feet.
about the other two tunnels?
This tunnel, there's definitely some. It looks like maybe torchlight down this way.
Okay.
You can
But
see,
does it go downhill or uphill?
It also goes downhill. This one, actually, if you go and check it out, it's
Yeah.
it actually terminates right here. There's just a big stream of rock that sticks into the room awkwardly.
Well, there's torches that way, but that way goes to the boat.
To the boat!
None of this actually goes to the boat. We're just going slowly
And the monster.
until we're underwater.
Who is
I
in the
would-
lead of the party?
Probably
Not
the dumb guy.
You're a dumb guy.
I'm gonna try to kind of stay on the cave wall, kind of climbing to not
Dumb
be
guy
in the
followed by
water.
pervert wizard, I guess.
All right, dumb guy.
Hi-yo.
What's your AC?
Yeah.
While I'm wearing shit, it's a 5. I'm a ninja. And I'm unconscious and drowning.
Okay, you take 3 points of damage.
I have 0 left.
Oh my god.
Falls down as you hear all this splashing noise,
As we
all this
roll
racket,
a whole new party.
and you see that a giant octopus
What the
has
fuck?
swung down, not from the water, but from the ceiling. And as it swings down and descends upon him, you see 2 giant spider-like fangs go into him,
Oh fuck!
poison him, and he slumps down into the water.
I'm out of magic
Run.
missiles, aren't I?
Yep.
And I'm out of
Run.
spells.
Yep, running.
And this
Run.
giant octopus
Run.
spider.
Full
Run.
retreat.
Yeah. Peace out, bitches.
Sorry.
Are you gonna grab dumb guy?
No, I can't carry him. I can only carry 20 pounds.
Yeah, I have a strength of 6. Sorry, dumb guy.
Full retreat.
I have a strength of 11, but he still weighs more than I can
You
carry.
can drag him at least.
Could 2 of us drag him
dwarf.
Yeah.
together?
You have a low center
Grab
of
his legs
gravity.
and tug him through the hallway.
Yeah, but how are we...
He's carrying half
It's
the
us or... It's us or
You're
him.
gonna say, is it gonna slow us down and get us eaten by the giant octopus?
Yes,
Alright,
yes.
Good thought. Yeah, we're leaving him there. No.
No.
We'll try and see how
That's
quickly
it.
these.
Every character I have from here on out tries for total point.
We'll see how fast
You're gonna grab the legs and start carrying.
Spider Puss runs at us.
Yeah.
What's your
Can't run
strength?
it. Flippity flops.
I have strength 7.
Yeah, then you're helping carry. I'm
I'm actually gonna.
Jacques like lifting his robe with one hand, and so he can run, and then like kind
you out.
of tugging on your pant leg with the other.
All right, yeah. You can tug him. You're going at about maybe half your speed as you tug him down this hallway.
Full retreat, full
I
retreat.
am the most excellent murderer in this party. You can't leave me.
I can't heal you.
Neither can I, and I'm the
All right.
healer.
The three of you who are awake, Constitution checks.
Oh
Oh
god.
god.
Oh wait, I'm good at that.
Oh god, with my
I'm
six.
really
Wow,
good at that, and I
passed.
still somehow fail.
I pass.
Pass, fail.
I don't
fail
know
by
how-
one.
I don't know how I
All right.
managed to pass that. but I did.
You wind up having to carry the body at some point as you're running down this
Oh, God.
hallway. You're hearing splashing, flailing. You see this octopus swinging from a web as it descends through the caverns after you, splashing up seawater.
This is horrifying.
This is a terrible thing.
It's like spraying venom out through its fangs at you. It's searing the walls and corroding
At
things.
some point when he lets go, I actually throw your body down on the water and ride it like a boogie board.
You are coasting down this slick like hallway as it descends through the caves, and you emerge into this other wet hellhole as it continues to slide down the cave, spraying water, spinning around on tentacles. Venom is continuing to sear the area, and you keep running down the hallway. The hallway spills out into an enormous church with
What the
lines
fuck?
and lines of pews, a giant stage, and an enormous, probably 25 or 30 feet tall pulpit that is currently unmanned.
What the fuck is wrong with this town?
Everything.
This town is fucked.
Mooseport sucks.
When I get out of here, I'm burning this place to the ground.
I didn't even have any moose. I feel so betrayed and lied
Giant
to.
When I
octopus
wake up, you know
spider.
what I'm gonna do?
Was that a moose?
Yes, yes, you were attacked by a moose.
finally saw a moose.
Congratulations.
You slide down through this tunnel as it descends
Stitches.
into the church and spill out into the interior of it. And the splashing stops.
Arachnopus.
I just pissed myself.
I did piss myself. I pissed yourself. I pissed everybody's self.
What the fuck is wrong with this place?
I don't know. Let's get the
I
fuck
think
out
I
of
have the
here.
two-handed
Super
broadsword. The
long.
little weapon goes away. I don't care if it's slow. It'll still hit if I'm not dead by then.
You spill out in the monastery area type thing. And you
Fuck.
I'm searching for potions.
what you hear is not the sound of it like wandering back into the caves. It's complete silence. Possibly magical silence.
That's bullshit. I'm looking for potions.
Except for their
I don't wanna-
Wait,
I
it's
don't
magic
wanna
and
be
it's
here
around.
anymore.
It's only if I try to use the item that I break magic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jacques has
Okay.
actually pissed himself. Like, he's fucking pants shitting terrified. He hasn't quite shit his pants yet, but he's definitely
detect
pissed
noises?
himself.
Alright, make a check.
So I'm the only one of us left. Detect noises. Yeah, no.
No?
Oh wait, no, yes, I
Yes?
do. That's a 13. Yeah.
Can you just make a regular heal check?
Yeah,
Like,
I have it.
with bandages and
Yeah.
stuff?
Can I do that?
Actually,
yeah.
Will I regain hit points?
He might be regaining points.
Oh, yeah, then I'll do that.
Yeah.
That might be better.
Can I assist?
I
No.
can do this weird thing called damage.
Yes, you are healed.
You gain 2 hit points back.
Woot.
Can I do it to myself?
No.
I might kill you if I try and heal you when
Yeah, you
I
won't.
fuck
So
it
what
up.
do I hear?
What you hear is while you're standing in the area of the pews, nothing. Complete silence.
Why
It
are we in
seems
the
like
church?
while you are standing here, at least, no sound is being
Why do
made.
I chase the shit
I
tunnel?
If
do
you go
delicate
closer to the
things.
tunnel that you came from, you can hear something loitering around in the hall behind you. It's probably this creature. And if you advance beyond the pews up towards the pulpit, you can hear lots of muttering, groaning noises. It sounds like captives.
Is there any other exit in this room?
There are. As you
Yeah.
Yeah. You walk past the pulpit. You see on the left side of the room, as you're facing the pulpit from the pews and look left, there is a cave entry that goes into a much wider room. That's where most of the noise is coming from. There's also 2 entries on the right side of the room. The nearest is a very sheer drop, and the farthest sort of spills out into another area. It seems like a catacomb of various caves.
Is the door too
a
small for it
muffled-
to fit in, or is it just not bothering to try to come at you?
It seems like it just doesn't have any interest in following you here.
Okay.
Are the muffled? It sounds like captured people specifically. It doesn't sound.
Yeah,
like...
it sounds like muttering and coughing.
All right. Well, we've got some extra weapons. Let's find out if they can hold a weapon.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You advance into that room and you find
With
that
my
there are
piss-soaked robe.
rows upon rows of cages. Each of them have a few people in there.
I can't bend bars. I'm sorry.
I can pick locks.
Ooh, I can.
You could.
I'm a 4% chance.
That's pretty good. But no, what
try.
you see is 7 sailors, which you've met before. Actually, 6 sailors. One of them is dead. And you also see a couple other people. Darby is down here.
When he dies, he's double face.
What's that? So yeah, Darby is down here in one of the cages, and they're all locked up, and they see
Oh, thank
you,
God,
and they're like,
another
"Who's
wizard."
out?
Are the keys in here somewhere?
No.
But you have lock-picking skills. You should open
Yeah,
some
But you
cages.
realize at this point it's making a lot of noise as they've seen you and started yelling.
There is a giant squid spider here. Will you people shut up? We're gonna get you out.
I've named it an arachnopus.
It's a giant squid spider.
I mean a moose.
Who looks like they're actually physically in the best shape out of them at this point?
All the sailors are pretty jacked. Darby looks like a pussy, but the rest of them
I'm gonna start
But
letting the
Darby's a
sailors
wizard.
out first then.
And he might not be
I
level
will
1.
attempt to assist. Oh wait, I gave you my lockpicks.
Or we should blackpick the whole set. I
Try
only
and
broke
bend
the one.
bars.
Hey, try and bot. No.
No, that would have been awesome if you
But,
did that.
between us, we should have enough lockpicks
Yeah.
left that we can divvy him up.
You do.
Oh, barely
You
missed
don't.
it.
Okay.
He gets one.
Yeah, you managed to pop one of them. A couple of the sailors will spill out, and they'll be happy to take whatever weapons you've got.
A couple
We
of
got like the
cudgels
extra
and a
cutlass
spear.
and cudgel.
I had that
and
spear that we grabbed off that guy.
Spear.
Yeah. Yeah, you got plenty of weapons to arm these guys. You got a couple of henchmen that are hanging around with you.
I didn't grab their armor. I just
Somebody can hold my holy club.
Your holy club.
Holy club. It's got
Holy club,
it's got
Batman.
a sun
I
etched
don't
into it.
swing,
Nice.
swing that way,
That's
man.
pretty bad, actually.
If there are any civilians who don't look like they can fight, I have a couple of extra candles, so we can have some light.
You can wield those, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know.
You can also hand them arrows. They can stab with.
After you release the first cage worth of people, you hear footsteps coming down the hallway.
Hide.
Yep.
Hiding around the corner so that when they come through the door, we can stab the hell out of them.
I do not hide again.
What you hear sounds like 3 steps of footsteps, and you can hear somebody speaking in a haughty tone as they say, "This is unacceptable. It's in our inner domain. Do you not keep these doors guarded? Where is Albert?" And they sort of walk in, and you see it's 2 big bruiser-looking guys. They're wearing leathers. They both have scimitars, and there's a guy wearing this long, flowing
Yeah,
red
like-
robe, red cape.
I'm like
He's got a
crouched
towel
behind a
pulled
cage.
over his head, and he's got this ridiculously gaudy-looking, like bronze and silver necklace.
Did he sound like the silly ass priest when he talked?
I am.
No.
Oh, damn
So,
it. I already used my magic missile.
Since everybody was talking very quickly before when we hear the voice, I'm gonna shove the door shut and kind of like wave them back in. And then
Yeah.
hide.
Yeah. Yeah.
The army guys will
Pretend
hide
we're
in the
still
cage.
prisoners. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm actually
Yeah.
gonna go into the cage with them. The one
Okay.
that's unlocked.
You're hiding in the cage. What are the 3 of you doing? You got a split second to figure it out.
I
Yep,
attempted
ducking
to
into the
hide in the
cage.
shadows and failed entirely.
Jumping in the cage.
Alright.
Yep, ducking into the unlocked cage, pretending like we're prisoners.
The door creaks open, the 2 bruisers and this guy walk in, and the bruisers sort of look around and try to figure out what's going on, and the wizard's sort of standing there, he's got his hands on his hips, he's looking around, and he goes, "Now I swear I heard voices in here. If I check the manifest, which one of you is not here before?"
The door's just like standing there in the middle
Trying
of
to
the
hide in
room.
the dark, yeah, and he looks at
Yeah, trying to hide in the dark. When they open the door, like a bunch of light spills through it, the shadow's just gone.
you realize at this point that it's 3 humans, and you're actually standing literally in the dark. And he looks hard in your direction, doesn't actually see you, and he looks away.
I put the candle out.
You see he's got a bunch of piercings. He's got piercings all over his lip, a couple in his
There's that
eyebrow,
necklace that someone bitched about in the letter.
Yeah.
and in bright red robes, which, does anybody have any of the history skills?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. And he looks
But
around.
I have more wine.
I don't have a
That's almost
ranged
like wisdom.
weapon.
An arrow.
I do.
He punches one of the bruisers in the chest, and the bruiser looks around all hurt. And he says, "You, go upstairs, figure out what's going on, and get Albert." And he turns around and sort of hustles out the back door. And this wizard and this bruiser keep standing around watching the cages.
Jacques has pissed himself again.
I'm gonna find like a little rock or something and chuck it over, try to make it echo somewhere far away from me.
Alright. Like out the door, or?
Yeah, we'll go out the door with it.
Alright.
If I can reach like one of the entrances, just kind of like
Dexterity check.
flick a pebble. Hey!
Hey, alright.
Super good.
The door is flying out into the room with the pews, makes this sort of echoing, rattling noise, and the wizard turns and sort of slaps the other bruiser in the shoulder and says, "You, in there, figure it out." And he turns and blows the cape up,
I think now's the time to kill the wizard.
and the
I think
wizard
so,
starts
too.
walking out after the bruiser at a slow pace.
Hit him in the back of the head.
Let him
No?
go. Let him go.
Okay. Let him
Okay,
go.
good enough.
Yeah.
And fuck out.
The wizard walks
We
out.
gotta unlock the other cages still.
Wizard leaves the door open, and you can hear him and the bruiser sort of stumbling around in the room with the pews.
Does this door lock? Did we notice?
It was not locked.
Jacques is frozen with fear.
I'm trying to sneak over,
Jacques will tell a very different
quietly
tale
shut the
later.
door, and, like, lean against it or put something up against it.
It'll make noise. Are you okay with that?
Is there another exit to this room?
No.
Oh, there's not another exit. Okay.
While he's thinking about that, I'm gonna start very slowly working my way out to the next cage.
Okay. I'll assume that you take the time you need to do it until he does something different.
I'll keep a lookout,
Okay.
basically.
Any of these people need healing?
Most of them.
I'll start healing the strongest looking ones.
I don't think you need any dice rolls for that. You just do your priestly
Yeah,
thing.
we got so much time at this point.
Yeah, you stand over them, do what you can with bandages and stuff.
Bandages and wine.
The sailors
I'll
could,
hold stuff in place for him as he's.
You'll be my nurse.
the sailors are not warriors, but they could put up a fight. They get the feeling maybe they've been in a couple of bar fights here and there.
Yeah, we'll give them the random
But they're not murder monsters.
weapons as fodder.
We only had, what, 4 random ones?
He had,
Yeah.
2 cudgels, a cutlass, and a spear?
After a while, you hear some muttering and yelling, and then a slapping sound, and then you hear heavy footsteps shuffle off down one of the hallways.
Have we gotten everybody free by now?
Yeah.
There's no way we're sneaking with, how many sailors are there? Like 12? Or
7 sailors plus Darby and a couple of the random moves.
One of the sailors was dead.
One of the sailors is dead, yeah.
So should we
So
swarm the
6
wizard
sailors,
now?
a Darby, 7, and
Darby.
I'm gonna peek out the door.
Does
Is it
Darby
just
have
the
any
wizard
spells left?
Darby's tapped out.
Yeah. Does he have any
Is it
weapons?
just the wizard left? Was it the...
From what you can hear, all you heard is heavy footsteps leaving the room.
Did anybody have any weapons when they came down? Were weapons taken from people?
All these people are unarmed.
Were they unarmed when they were taken?
Most of them were captured in their sleep.
send Darby up first. His name's Darby.
His name is Darby.
I'm gonna try to... If everyone's all set, we only got the one way out of the room. Try to sneak out of the room,
Yeah.
sword at the ready, maybe try to get a surprise round on the
Sling
wizard.
out, ready.
I'm no longer willing to take the front. I've suddenly become timid. Due to being stabbed in the face.
I
by
will
an
do it again.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I will try to,
Arachnopus. A hairy croctopus from under the
I
ocean.
think the ocean be octopus.
Goddamn
So
hairy.
I will
I
also
can
be bringing
climb
up the
out
rear.
of here, like...
No.
No?
No, you're opening a door, yeah. Here.
Okay.
Actually, the door's hanging open at this point.
Yeah, the door's open. I'm gonna
You
try
can
to...
hide in shadows check to peer out without getting noticed.
Yeah, that'll work. That will work.
It will work.
You poke your head out, the red wizard's sort of walking to and fro between the pews, and he's saying, I know you're here. Your purpose is unclear to me, but I will have no problem killing you to get what I need.
Is it just the wizard?
Yep.
So,
I'm gonna try
Very
this
good
same trick
thing.
again.
system.
I'm gonna try the same trick again, though. Try to grab a
Is the
rock or
pews made out
something
of
and
wood?
throw it out the other
Are
door
there candles
further.
burning?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to just.
I'm gonna point to a candle and point to the pews and just be like,
Yeah.
I'm going to
I
ignore
should-
him and just try to throw
waving
another
my hands
rock
in the
out
air,
door.
I
trying
should have
symbolize
taken
knowledge.
Straight
the
check.
effects fire spell that I was going to
No, that
Your rock clatters to a pew, and you see he looks up the pew. He looks over towards the door, and he spots you standing in the doorway. And then
And then I shoot him with a sling twice.
We're into combat. Everyone, tell me what you're doing. You're slinging him twice.
Yep.
I'm gonna knock over candles on the
You're
pews.
gonna knock candles into the pews.
I'm gonna charge the fucker.
You're gonna charge him. Hang on.
I'm diving for cover.
You're hiding.
Or whatever looks like cloth that's flammable.
And I'll
anything that's
probably
like-
die
Don't
trying.
care what it is.
All right. You have 5. I've got a 4. You got a million.
Yeah.
You
It doesn't matter.
3. Actually,
Well,
3.
Well, I'm gonna have the -2, but what's the initiative bonus for just setting things on fire?
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah. So you're fine. All right. You act first.
I'm gonna grab a. What are they? Like sticks or?
Yeah, the candelabras.
I'll grab one of those and aim it for something that looks super flammable.
All right. You tip it into the pews. It starts to slowly catch the pew on fire. It's soaked wood. It doesn't seem like it's catching very quickly. It has to dry out.
There's no like cloths or tapestries.
No tapestries.
It's
No.
literally just wood everywhere.
It's wood. You knock into the wood. It looks like the wood is starting to catch,
Sort
but
of
it's not like
damp.
an inferno.
Yeah, I'll take
It's,
a little while.
it's not tinder wood. All right. Next up,
Slinging him in the face.
the wizard actually acts next, turning to
With a
the
nat
dwarf
20.
that it sees.
Oh!
Hang on, I'm not done yet.
She crit though.
Way to go, Brett Retterson. All right, so
I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that at 20.
I know. He turns to you. He unleashes a magic missile, which does 3 points of damage.
Okay.
You're dead.
No, I'm not.
What?
I have 5 hit points.
Oh my god.
I know he's a tank. All right, and then you were the next one, I believe.
I got a nat 20 and a 12.
You're gonna crit him, and he's only AC 10, so you're gonna hit him probably.
Cool.
So crit is double damage.
She's probably gonna kill
Four,
us
so
first,
6,
so.
so it's 8 points for the first hit. And then another 5.
All right.
13 points total.
Your sling bullet catches him right in the eye, and he casts his magic missile, gets hit right in the eye, spins around, and collapses into a heap right in the middle of the pews. And at that
He's a
moment,
shitty wizard.
you can hear trump, 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 splash, 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 splash. And
The-
shit has gotten real.
Yeah. Is he dead?
He is dead.
Oh, good. I'm gonna take his stupid necklace.
Alright, my turn in the initiative order. I dive under a pew and hide.
All right.
The pew's on fire.
Ever.
Two
Slowly
bruisers
on
and an arachnopus emerge into the room.
Oh fuck! I'm
That's why I
still in
set
the
it on
doorway
fire.
too.
Yeah.
I back up and close the door.
How big is the door?
Door is about 4 feet wide and 6.5 feet tall.
You make
Can
me
the
out that way.
arachnopus fit through it?
I
Yes.
don't have any healing spells left, but I'll try to heal you.
Octopi can
Okay.
fit through things like this big.
That's true. But it has to swing monkey-like.
It can do whatever the hell it wants. It's an arachnopus.
So it just kind of splats and then squeezes.
Arachnomoose.
Yeah. Alright. You get a split second to figure out what's going on. There's an arachnopus and 2 bruisers in here. There's a bunch of captives behind you, and there are 3 different exits. 1 goes up, 2 go down. Where are you headed?
I am low crawling over to Danlin here and trying to heal him.
Alright.
Danland.
Who else is doing things?
Is Danlin heading toward an exit?
Danlin is unconscious. No,
No,
Danlin's
no, I'm
pissed
not.
off.
Yes, we should.
Heading up, maybe?
Wherever
Yeah.
he goes is where I'm going.
Up seems
Up,
like a
up,
better direction
up.
than deeper into this
I'm
labyrinth
hailing
that we
all
don't
the
know our
people
way
behind me,
around.
and I'm just sprinting toward the exit that leads up.
Alright. Are you guys
Trying to get
running
them
away?
to follow as much
Sounds
as
Up
possible.
with
reasonable.
sword
Yeah.
still drawn, ready to.
Alright. Everybody roll strength check for your running.
No.
Oh god. I knew I should have
I
taken
pass!
that.
No. This. Actually, wait. My strength is super high.
You pass! You match.
Do
you
I have
pass.
the -1? No, that's for hit
No.
point.
Nope.
Yep, you're
Yeah,
good.
I match.
You're the
Good.
only one who fails?
Yep.
Alright, I'm assuming at least one of these moves is going to fail. Yeah. Alright, as you make a break for it, the arachnopus spins around, catches one of the sailors, and immediately just descends on him. The giant octopoid body goes around his skull, you hear a splitting, cracking noise, and the 2 fangs go in and he starts drinking deep.
Jacques pukes in his mouth a little bit.
Yep. And you sprint up the cave wall again, back out of this area, and into the rest of the cave complex. You are all fleeing from the Arachnopus at this moment. The two bruisers are trying desperately to keep up with your group. You've got plenty of people, so they are gaining on you. You're going to need to make another attempt to escape. What are the plans? What's happening?
Is there anything on the ground besides just water and rock?
There's water, there's rocks, there's a few sticks, there's some scrub.
Are these soldiers strong enough to throw rocks down the cave after the people running up after us?
Sure.
We're going up an incline. I mean, if we can slow them
Oh,
down.
I have wine bottles. I want to submerge wine bottles underwater so they'll trip up the bruisers.
Alright.
Yeah.
That seems like it takes some time.
Arachnopus is in
I just have to
the
drop
lead
wine
here.
bottles. They're full of wine. They'll
That's
sink.
True.
Arachnopus is in the lead,
You were in the lead. Arachnopus is following you now.
but
after it's
is
eaten over your
before the
sailors.
bruisers.
Yeah, you're going up the cave, and they're currently still down in this area.
Yeah,
With
I am.
Okay.
I'm directing the sailors. I'm like, slow them down as much as you can, because they're a lot stronger than I am. They're jacked. They're used to hauling shit around.
Slow them down. How do you slow them down?
Throw rocks at them, dumbass.
Throw rocks.
Keep running.
Just run? Okay.
You run.
The underground weirdness detect, looking for, the stalagmite sort of thing that you can crash into that knocks down a bunch of...
yeah, maybe a d6 and
Impale them with a...
So just try to...
My
one.
instructions were to keep running.
Absolutely. Give me a strength check. Alright, you run into a stalagmite. It cracks open and starts sliding down the trail. You can see that the Arachnopus swings right over it nimbly, but it crashes into the two bruisers as they go collapsing down into the room with the pews.
Are there is it stalagmites or stalactites?
Stalactites on the top.
Stalagmites.
Stalactites. Are there a bunch over us?
No.
Okay, but there are a bunch over the area where the sharktopus, or not sharktopus.
No, there's a single stalagmite, which is now crashed and
There's
gone
not
down.
like a bunch of little ones?
No.
Damn. I was gonna bust out the panpipe and play terribly and
Hope for the best. Yeah, no.
trigger.
I don't think it's not a magic cave destroyer.
No, I was thinking, sound and...
No, maybe if they were made of cheap glass, but no, they're not. Alright, what else are you doing? So you are organizing.
Running, yeah.
You are.
Ditching wine bottles in deep water.
You are.
The person with the big hat told me to keep running.
Alright, I want a strength check from you. I want a charisma check from you.
Oh, God.
I want a dexterity check from
Nope.
you.
Nope. Very no.
I'm super successful at strength checking.
Also, no.
Alright. And you already succeeded. So, the Arachnopus comes flying up through the tunnels.
Oh, fuck.
It emerges on top of you, and it tries to take a swing at the priest.
Oh no.
No.
You roll a natural 1 on the priest.
Woo!
As it swings up on top of you and drops down on you, and it literally falls right where you were standing just a moment ago. And you turn around, hear the splash, and it's almost on top of you.
Oh, fuck.
Thank Lathander.
A drink goes down, and you can hear now. There's some noises going on in the tunnel of you. Yes, it's actually mechanical noises. As a portcullis is dropping down the top of the tunnel that you are fleeing
Oh
down.
crap! We're gonna need to bend bars and lift gates.
We're gonna have to dive before it actually hits.
You got one more round to make some checks. What are y'all doing?
Sprinting.
Diving.
I was
Yeah,
already
I'm,
running.
Just a total sprint?
I'm gonna tumble and roll underneath before it crashes down.
You are just straight up sprinting.
Running. Just make a break for it.
Yeah.
I give myself as a sacrifice.
Because
Yeah.
acrobatics is more dex, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Cool.
I do dodge big things.
Okay.
Because the wizards need
I'm thinking about attacking the damn thing, but
It's
I'm
not
not going
big
to
enough
get
to
out.
trigger your big thing thingy.
Oh, okay. I thought it was that big.
That's for like giants and stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought it was bigger than that. Okay, it's just
Not
freaking
undead,
weird.
is it?
No.
No, I don't think so.
But it's badass.
I'm gonna burn down this
do
whole
I
village
have
when I get out of
any of
here.
that stuff?
Respect.
None of
These are
that
terrible
stuff's really
people.
going to
Yeah,
work.
they just
Okay,
burn.
yeah, just running for the
They'll
gate.
just do this
Okay.
to other people.
They're heretics.
Yep.
Alright.
Sign me up for your guys.
Strength, dex, strength.
I've just been running forever, dude.
Yay! I super much
One.
pass.
I don't pass.
I'm the best at strengthing.
No, you pass,
I'm
you pass, you
really
pass.
good.
That
You don't.
one.
I'm like a
You roll a
mile
1,
ahead of
I'll
the
let it
party
count
at
to
this
help you
point.
out.
That's
Yay!
my
Thank
10.
you.
My nat ones do something.
That's-
now.
He
I'm
goes,
better at
That's-
those than
He
20.
comes
Turnabout is fair
running
play
through.
for the cure light wounds.
So I'm
stuff.
at the boat while
I
you
got
guys
a
are
2.
dying.
He comes running through, he trips, and you and I pull him out before it crashes down.
You pull him out, you start sprinting down the caves, the portcullis crashes down behind you. You can see that the Arachnopus is finagling its way through the bars and following you, but you make it far enough down the hallway that you stop hearing it quite so close, and you get the feeling that you have lost it for the time being.
Oh, I keep running. Fuck that. I don't slow down.
There's one guy at the top who's pulled a lever to lower the portcullis. He looks up, he's very surprised. He's not armed. If you choose to kill him, you can do so very quickly. Otherwise, you can just leave him behind.
I'll shoot
I already have my sling out, so sling in the
Dead.
face. Yeah.
Murder him, and you blitz down the hallway.
Yeah, we already let someone get away once. We're not making that mistake again.
As you run down
Shoot
the
him and
hallway,
loot him.
you hear the sound of yelling, and there's some sort of a sword fight going on. And as you emerge into the next corridor, you see that the captain is there with a few of his cohort, and they are slaying a few of the Mooseport natives in this hallway.
Captain, help us! There's arachnopus! It's following us!
Back to the ship! And he starts running back to the ship.
Whatever you
Oh.
say.
Hey, that sounds like a great idea!
The 5 remaining sailors,
Jacques
Darby,
hikes
are
up his
following
robes and
you.
goes running.
And you split down the hallway and emerge at the boat, where they are rapidly trying to do whatever they can to patch it up enough to just sort of sail to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
And
Far enough
after
away from the land.
Thought about taking carpenter too.
That's what I suggest all along. Damn it.
after biting your nails for about a half an hour, as they start boarding up whatever they can and finding whatever bullshit ballast they can figure out, they decide it's time to piece the fuck out,
Hell yeah.
and they just leave.
This town is fucking
how
stupid!
many people actually made it out with us?
From your adventuring group, or
From the
5 sailors and Darby. And Darby's going with you. He doesn't care about
Yeah.
his wife anymore. He's had enough of this shit.
Yeah, if his
no
in-laws live here,
dowry
then you
is
don't want
worth
to marry
this
into that
bullshit.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ship sort of pushes away from the dock, and you can see eventually the arachnopus sort of appears
Oh,
on the
damn.
shoreline.
I wanted to look at that
And
guy's
you can see
necklace.
it emerges from the water, and the eyes sort of follow the boat as it goes away, but he makes no effort to pursue. As you see a bunch of the townspeople standing on the docks, and they're just watching you hungrily. And the
When we
ship,
are a higher level, we will come back and murder
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
and the
We
ship
will
sails
cleanse
off
the
into
earth
the
of
night,
this place.
leaving Mooseport behind.
Fucking Mooseport.
Fucking
Canadians are not nearly as friendly as
Seriously.
stories
And their
made them out
bacon
to
is just
be.
ham!
And it's time to roll for treasure.
Everything tastes like maple syrup. It's fucking good.
And
but
not
I
the
don't like
real
it.
stuff. It was like that high fructose corn syrup stuff.
Eh?
It was terrible.
Mm.
I don't know why I'm talking in this voice.
like Christopher
Your
Walken.
accent is as cheesy as what's her name from that fourth Indiana
She's
Jones
acting.
movie.
Gotta do some acting, you know.
Hey guys, I'm acting.
Hey, look at me, I'm acting.
Look
All
at
right.
us. None of us died.
Who wants to make the first roll? It's a D100.
I will. So I roll what, 2d10s?
Yep.
Yes.
That's a 12. That's not very good.
You
Okay.
find a shoe.
You're a treasure guy now.
Oh
Who
yeah,
wants
that's
to make
right.
the next roll? Roll D6.
I'll do that. 1.
What? This is bad. You guys don't know how to roll.
Sorry.
Since we're heading this way,
Next, somebody roll a D20.
Do it better than them.
or 3.
Alright.
God damn it.
Low might be good. We don't know.
You find a potion of clairvoyance.
Oh.
Where did we find that?
You find that
I
as
got
you're
it.
sprinting out of the place, it's actually just
You're not
hanging
the
out on the
treasure
table,
guy in this
waiting to be
game.
used.
Okay.
What does it do?
Clairvoyance allows you to know the layout and features of an area that is beyond your line of sight. It's a very low-level scrying spell, essentially.
Do we know that it's a potion of clairvoyance?
After you get enough time to study it while you're on the boat, yes.
Sweet.
And you're actually going to be rolling for me.
I don't want to roll for you.
Roll for me, bitches.
What do you get?
All the money.
He is the treasure.
You get to roll 3d6.
36.
Try to get an 18.
I got a 7.
You get 35 gold pieces from the same table as the coin person hanging up next to the potion.
Oh, yeah.
So our
37.
total haul is 42 gold pieces and a potion of clairvoyance. Welcome to being first level adventurers, guys.
Yep. Hello and welcome.
42 bucks and a bottle of
I've
crap.
also got a 20 gold statue